Come on, Blazer.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, wow, wow. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, Blazer.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow. Lift it up.
Hi, y'all. Happy Thursday. Something just came on. How y'all doing? Come on in. Get the likes up. Happy Thursday. Get the likes up. Happy Thursday. Get the likes up. Happy Thursday. I hope y'all doing good. It is Thursday. We one more day to Friday. You know how niggas love the weekend. So it should be a good day for a lot of y'all. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's sunny outside today. I hope y'all went outside and grounded. I hope y'all planning on going outside the ground today. It's a beautiful day where I'm at, and I'm hoping it's a beautiful day where you at, so you can get outside and go grounded. But come on in, get the likes up on the video, and shout out to everybody in the building. All right, Heaven Sense said I did. All right, Carmen said I touched the tree. All right, there it goes. See what I'm saying? It's about getting out into nature. Come on in, y'all. We got a show today. I hope y'all are doing well. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. You know, I hadn't even checked. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Okay, I got over 100 new subscribers, maybe 2, because I'm stuck over here because I'm suspended on the other channel. But if you're coming from the dollhouse, make sure y'all subscribe over here so y'all can catch the morning Joce. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm over here deleting and doing some other stuff. I got a computer behind this computer. Hold on. The hood, the ghetto. Girl, I feel like Nene. Hold on. I'm working. The dog be working. Give me 1 second. Ooh, the ghetto, honey. The ghetto. Sorry, I had to do this. I'm working hard. I work hard for the money, okay? At any rate, if you are new to the channel, like I was saying, y'all go ahead on and subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let the people know. Let the people know. Just subscribe to the channel, and also like the video as well. Make sure you do that. What else I got? Morning announcements are as follows. You guys, we need you out here meditating, grounding, and praying. It's time to get back to the Most High God. We got to. I don't care what we do. We got to get back to God. That's our only saving grace. And I ain't going to hold you. If y'all don't get back to him, you're going to get caught up in this matrix, in this slavery. So please get back to the Most High God. Meditate, ground, pray. Also, Black America, most importantly, do your genealogy. Do your genealogy. Please, please, please. It's a family tree to figure out your lineage and where you come from. Genealogy is a hot topic right now on the internet. I'm pretty sure if you don't know what it is, you've heard the term before. Please, please, please do your genealogy. Somebody said, what do y'all use to ground? My feet. I know they have grounding pads and all that stuff, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just use me and my feet, and I go outside. As long as it's on some type of natural element, like people don't know you can ground on the sand too. You know that, right? So any type of natural element you can ground. You know what I'm saying? But typically the soil or the land is where you want to be grounded at. So please, I don't use no grounding pad. If you have to use one, I'm not judging. Please go ahead on and do it. However, kind of grass, soil, grass, no concrete, that's man-made. Just as long as you can put your feet or your hands to something natural. Grounding can also happen through your hands. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all who can't put your feet to the soil, y'all need to go around there and hug some trees. It's the same thing. Go hug some trees. If you live near natural water, not lake water, natural water, and it's safe and you can get in, then please get in there and start getting cleansing. Because y'all don't understand the salt water helps cleanse you. It's like a real baptism, not the one y'all went down through at the church house. No. It's like a real baptism. It will really cleanse you both inside and out. So please, y'all get into nature. You know how they used to say touch grass? Literally. I know it's a jab at a person when you tell them go touch grass, but when somebody tell me, well, nobody ain't never told me to touch grass, but if somebody would, I would actually go out and do it, because you really do need to do that. So y'all, please get back into nature. Yes, grass, sand, trees, water, sunlight. These are your elements. Y'all got to understand the elements of the earth now. These are your elements. Hell, you know what else I thought about too? Even the Power Rangers dealt with the elements of the earth. Y'all know we are the Power Rangers, right? The powers that they had, yeah, it's a thing. But even they used the elements of the earth. You know what I'm saying? They had their little dinosaurs attached to them, but for the most part, you know, they had their little, what you call them? Go Power Rangers. Y'all know I know all of the theme songs to shows. And you know I had to get that Power Ranger song down. Had to get it. I know everything. I ain't gonna say every theme song, but if it was on TV in the 90s or the 2000s and I liked it or it came on a lot, I know the theme song. I don't know why I was like that as a child, but I've always loved learning people's theme songs. It just was some, you know what, one of my favorite ones, those were the days and you knew where you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. That All in the Family. You know, that song hit hard right now. That song they were singing on that All in the Family intro, that literally describes what we're dealing with today, because they were talking about how the world was changing. At any rate, y'all come on in. We got a show today. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Now, what are we talking about today? Vaccines. I'm not telling y'all what to do, and I am not no professional. So please, when we get to this topic, do not go around there saying, but Voodoo told me. I ain't no doctor, girl. I'm just giving you some facts for you to make the informed decisions. So we're going to discuss these waxes and how they about to pop us off and how they've been popping us off and what it actually does when we deal with these vaccines. So we got that, and we got to get into Prom. I didn't want to get into Prom, but we have to, because I saw a video where one girl said her and her mama spent $20,000 on Prom. What are we doing? We going to get into it. We also got to get into Karmelo Anthony's jury trial. At least they picked the jury and not one black person on the jury. So we already know what's about to come of that. Then we also got to get into the Asians. So apparently, I forget the little kid name who was unalived up in, I forgot where it was because I didn't even follow the story. I'm not even going to lie. But the little black kid who was killed by the man, Mr. Chow, apparently is sending some black people up in an uproar, and now the Asians are coming out basically saying that trying to play victim. We're gonna get into that a little bit. Also, I gotta get into Lil Kim refuses to give a TikToker his credit. Oh, it was South Carolina. Thank you, Zaria. It was South Carolina where the young man was killed, or the young boy, sorry. Lil Kim refuses to give TikToker its credit for making Not Tonight viral again. And then we also got to get into, did I miss something? Boosie. Boosie is mad with the NFL. You damn right they rage baiting Black America. Who put that in there? Because you on it. She is the truth. You is absolutely right. They are rage baiting. And listen, the rage baiting has only just begun. The rage baiting has only just begun. We're going to get into it. Please talk about Ray J putting his face between that lady legs. Girl, what lady? Send it to me on my email. I ain't seen that. Send it to me. We'll Joce it later on. I ain't know that. Send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me. Okay, so we're going to get into those things, y'all. Yet basic. Thank you. Thank you. They want us. Somebody put it. Thank you. Y'all on it. Y'all. Thank you. I'm so, I thank God that I'm followed by people, a lot of people who are way smarter than me and people who can pick up on what's going on. That is exactly what's happening. That's why I didn't even want to cover the case itself, because I already know that they rage baiting and they trying to get us to go and wig out, forget what we doing and go wig out on some race stuff. This is exactly what they were doing. This is what they're doing. And this is the worst part. Y'all don't find it opportunistic that the Asian man just got found not guilty and now we going right into the Karmelo Anthony trial? The world is a stage, ladies and gentlemen. They just found the Asian man, Mr. Child, not guilty. And on the heels of that, we just also finding out about the Asians, right? I mean, not the Asians, about Karmelo Anthony having an all-white jury. I thank God I'm followed by people who are extremely intelligent and use that third eye, because I'm like, look, the reason I didn't want to talk about the original case, because I didn't even want to rage bait y'all, because I saw them rage baiting us. I was like, I'm not going to come on here and get the hooping and hollering and rage bait the people, get them all riled up. But then we got Mr. Child getting up out of there. We got an Asian coming on the internet basically saying, let's pull back our resources as if we need them more than they need us. It's a lot. It's a bunch of and energy harvesting. Yes, yes. And most importantly, like Ken Durant said, we can't fall for it. We can't fall for it. And this is, we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. Oh yeah, baby. I don't want to put that energy out about Karmelo. I don't. But I feel like there's a possibility, I'm not going to tell you if it's a high or low, that he will be used as a sacrifice, because they trying to get us off our rocker and into our feelings. We going to get into it. We going to get into it, y'all. Come on in. Tip said, stop wishing the worst. That's why I said I didn't want to say it. I'm just telling you now. It ain't about wishing. I don't wish nothing. I don't have nothing to wish, because I understand the universe and how this thing works. I don't have to wish nothing. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So we just gonna see it. We just gonna see it. That's why I didn't even want to bring it up. But we gonna see it. We gonna see. I don't even want to get our energy down. Let's get into the show. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody. Right, Rona? Some of us understand pathology. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you've been on a roller coaster a million times and you know every single corner and cut and drop that it makes, on the millionth and one time when everybody else just getting on, you already prepared. It's kind of like you can almost guess who's going to do what at what cut and what turn, because you've been on this ride a million times. You see what I'm saying? We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it because we got to be very strategic about what's about to happen. We'll get to it. Anyways, let's get into the show, y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. I missed y'all. I hope y'all doing good, y'all. I hadn't got a chance to watch any movies yet, which I will be watching, but I had to get up and go to the gym today. I'm almost done with these workouts with these people, girl. Listen, working out is expensive. I'll say that, or at least having a personal trainer is expensive. Then he want to ask me, oh, we coming up on 3 months. What you want to do? You want hell? Absolutely not. No, I don't want to resign. I don't want to resign a guy. Like I told the boy, and he black, and it's supposed to be a black person on it. I said, you lucky I'm still here. If I thought I could run off on the plug, I wouldn't be here. Y'all played with me. Then he want to turn around and say, oh, but we got group workout, group mind, girl. But you know, in real life, I be all nice and like, well, you know, no, don't get me wrong. It depends on who it is. You act crazy, I'm act crazy too. But for the most part, I'm a very timid type, you know, whoop-de-whoop. But when that fool want to ask me, do I want to extend to 3 months? Absolutely not, dummy. What I look like, boo-boo the fool? Y'all got me on the first 3. You ain't gonna get me on another 3. Talking about you can come to the group workout. It's only $120 a month. $120 out my ass. But I did get another gym membership. And like I told the boy, I go on YouTube and find me a personal trainer. Matter of fact, I am the personal trainer. I get the cussing me out every day. So please, what's up? You feel what I'm saying? Right, and just anticipate. And I came from the gym and walked in my neighborhood today. Either way, y'all, stay healthy. Eat better foods. Get outside. Get some sun. Walk. Work out. Let's do what we could do. Let's do what we could do. Now let's get into the show, y'all. Yeah, let's get into the show. Now I want to start off with this girl. We got a couple of honorable mentions. What in Sam Hill is going on? Chicago high school grad denied diploma after hitting a viral split on stage. Now, we already going to be talking about the prom. I'm going to be real, y'all. This is getting ridiculous. First of all, graduating from high school is not a flex. I know our parents thought it was because in their heyday, their mamas and them never graduated from high school. But graduating from high school is not the flex that our people are starting to celebrate it to be. I got to say that part. Because at the end of the day, with a high school diploma, yes, you can be a part of society, but you'll be the lowest of the low of society. Why are we putting so much energy and money into these high school graduations? This is just a genuine question. I'm not saying that a child shouldn't be celebrated for their accomplishments. Every child should be celebrated. However, the way that we're celebrating coming out of high school, it needs to be studied. It absolutely needs to be. Now, before we get into the prom, every graduation I see these children getting on stage, and every time they go to get their diploma, it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. They splitting, they dancing, they juking, they doing all kinds of stuff. There's a thing the old folks used to say called a time and a place. Black America has completely lost that plot. The plot is called a time and a place. And let me explain what a time and a place means. That means there's a time and a place for every single thing. Everything don't belong everywhere. It's kind of like back in the 80s and the 90s when we went to church. We had church clothes. Those clothes were for a time and a place. Those church clothes was for church at church time. And then you had your regular clothes, your street clothes, your going outside clothes to play. Then you had your nice clothes in case you're in the family. These are examples of a time and a place. But here it is in America, 2026. Black America has completely forgotten about a time and a place, and we just doing whatever, whenever, however, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And this young lady who decided to graduate from high school with all of these degrees coming up on her, or at least these scholarships, and this is how you celebrate by twerking, she'll be on the stripper pole in no time. Because in my mind, if this was my child, I don't give a damn how good she's doing in school. Her mentality is warped. She probably done let baddies raise her. Baddies, or love and hip hop, and the rest of the streets and the internet. This was disgusting. And I don't want to hear nobody, she earned her diploma, she should be able to get it. No, she shouldn't. No, she shouldn't. There are consequences. Y'all gonna learn. Anyway, let's get into this young lady who decided to go across the stage and do a split at a family event / graduation ceremony, and she and the people are debating, should they have kept her diploma? Now, don't get me wrong. I do think she should receive credit for her graduating. She wouldn't be sitting there taking no pictures and walking away with no diploma. You'll get it in the mail in 30 days since you want to act a fool. I do agree with that. Now, let's get into it.
Well, too much. That's too much. See how long the dress and everything is? She covered.
Meet Tyvion Campbell.
I will be attending Georgia State University this fall.
She says she'd been telling friends, family, and even classmates for weeks that for graduation at Chicago Tech Academy High School, her exit was going to be memorable.
Yes, I gave many warnings. I told my friends, family, and I told my peers, my teachers, I said I'm going to do a split on stage, but no one took me serious. And when I did it, everyone was shocked.
She followed through. After walking across the stage at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, Campbell waved to the crowd, dropped it into a split with a dance move, popped back up to accept her diploma, except it never came.
I did a pretty princess wave, did my split, got back up, and I tried to reach for my diploma, and I didn't get it. And I was confused at first. I thought they mixed up my name.
Video of the moment shows Campbell looking back towards school officials as the audience cheered.
The principal telling her, now, don't give her nothing. She looked around her. Don't give her nothing. Don't give her.
So she didn't
make her
hand it
walk
to her.
off. No, she didn't hand it to her.
The reaction from the crowd was loud. Campbell says the only person who took issue with the celebration were school leaders.
My principal, Ms. Shackleford, she told me I need to think of a way to make up for what I've done. And this was supposed to be a celebratory moment, and I made it about myself.
Yes.
The 18-year-old says she was escorted out of the ceremony and still has not received her diploma. She also says she never saw any written rule prohibiting dances or celebrations during the commencement.
We did receive rules, but the rules had nothing to do with what you can and cannot do while you walk across the stage.
For the new graduate, the biggest disappointment isn't the online attention. It's the feeling like a milestone moment was taken away.
It was disappointing. It really hurt my feelings. I cried, and I couldn't even continue the graduation.
Despite the controversy, Campbell is looking ahead. She graduated with a 3.5 GPA and plans to study business administration. As for the split that started it all,
They're just going to have a whoop, too much. That's too much. See how long the dress and everything is? She covered.
It's not about her being covered. And that sounds like an adult or her mama. And now I understand why her mentality the way it is. You got a 3.5 GPA and the people are right. This is a celebratory moment for everybody. And you literally made it about you. You know what's coming next now. Now they going to start telling students you can't do shit but walk across and get your diploma. And you know what? I second that. Because y'all make these ceremonies last too long with all of this stuff. It ain't about y'all. And I want to be the first to tell y'all, graduating from high school is not no flex. It's like the minimum. I don't know why so many parents are spending all this money and encouraging all of this disgusting, nasty, trifling behavior, because it don't matter how much book smart she is. She seemed like she's slow as a turtle. I got to say that part. And her mom too. Oh, her dress was long. She's covered. It doesn't matter. There's a time and a place, and she shouldn't have been on stage busting no split, watching it, looking back at it. Mentality. How are we raising our daughters? I would be upset if my daughter said, "Ma, I'm going to go and bounce on the split across the stage." What type of is you on? But because she's going to college, oh, she should get her diploma. No, she shouldn't. She'll get it in 45 days, 60 days. Yeah. I'll make her sweat and think she ain't going to get it. Go to the school board and get it. How about that? I would mail her diploma up to the school board and let her go sit in front of the school board and let the school board give it to her. That's what I would do. And you know what else? Let me say this too, because let me tell you, the children are a reflection of their parents. My generation, I'm 43. I'm going to say parents between 35 and 55. You see that generation of people? We fucked up in our head. I don't know if it was the introduction to the internet. I don't know if it's the trauma from our parents, but that generation, and I'm saying we because I'm in a generation. That whole generation. This is the reason why you got the Prom epidemic. This is the reason why you got these children out here acting a fool. 35 to 55. That 20 years, that whole 20 years of children that was born between the ages of 35 and 55 today, that generation is jacked up. That's the generation a lot of them kids be on TikTok be dragging for. I ain't gonna lie. That's the ones them kids be on TikTok saying, well, our parents don't listen to us and we do. That's them. They the one creating the monsters in the children and then getting on the internet crying and hooping and hollering when the children backfire on them. It's crazy. She wouldn't have got and they right for escorting her up out of there. And anybody else come on stage with that, they will get escorted up out of there too. I think all high school graduations should make it mandatory that the only thing you can do when you walk across the stage is grab your diploma, smile, and walk off, bitch. That's it. Y'all done ruined it. It always take one person to go too far and ruin it for everybody. It's just, if I was on a school board, they lucky I ain't on a school board. If I was on a school board, throw the whole shit away. Unless you walking across, smile, and keep going, that's a wrap. And nobody will be getting high school diplomas. Come back for summer school and take a class on class. Come back for summer school. You got one more credit, nigga. Yay. I said it. And all them hood ass parents, all them ghetto ass parents who think that stuff is cute. Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. Bring your ugly ass back too. You need to come to school too over the summer. Now, you want your child to get their diploma? You come sit in the class with her. Both of y'all need a class. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just getting too much. If she's splitting, what's the next thing gonna do? They're gonna be doing. My daughter graduated from college, not last year. Yeah, last year. Yeah, last spring, my daughter graduated from college. And they had a few kids that got up there and did they want to. And I'm not gonna lie, it was annoying. Because we already got 1,000 children that's got to go across the stage. We ain't got time for all of that. Like, if you want to be the topic of conversation, throw a graduation party. We don't need all of this up in here. Yeah, etiquette. That's the class they need. Thank you, Nanny. They need a class on etiquette. They come back over the summer. We got one more credit for you. It's called the etiquette class. That's what charm school. Get Monique up here. It's just sick, bro. I don't know. It's just sickening to me. I don't know. Everybody different. Moving on, she's trifling. And I said what I said. And I don't know how that's going to help her in the real world moving forward. But girl, good luck. Now, did y'all see this mayor who called out this police officer for leaving the force right after, what they call it? They don't call it basic training. What they call for the police after going to the academy. So apparently this dude who looks very gay. I'm sorry, I got to say that part. But he joined the force, went to the academy. And then right after he went to the academy, he got picked to go on this reality show called Love Island. I've never watched the show, but I've heard about it. Love Island USA. So according to his mama, who's in the comments, she said that they're putting out this image as if her son just said, screw the academy and went on to Love Island. What happened was they said that he went through the academy and then he got accepted to Love Island. He put in leave to go do the show. And when he got there, they denied his leave. So he was just like, F it. People are saying that this man is crazy for letting go a career for just a short-term little reality TV show stint. I think it depends on what it is he wants in life, but we're going to get into it. Now the mayor is calling him out. He said because he quit his job to join Love Island. It says a Pennsylvania mayor says his city's police department is now short-staffed after one of his officers reportedly resigned to appear on the upcoming season of Love Island USA. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this picture, I was like, are they sleeping together? It says Peacock recently announced the cast for season 8 of the hit reality dating show. One of the contestants is Sean Raphael, a Pennsylvania native who joined the Bethlehem Police Department last year. In the show trailer, Raphael says, I'm not a model, not an actor. I'm a police officer, actually. You could be having the worst day of your life, and I'll just help you sift through that. However, a captain with the department confirmed Raphael is no longer employed there. Eastern Mayor J. Williams Reynolds told ABC 27 that Raphael resigned from his position to join the show, leaving the department with another open position. Our police department spent a lot of time training, and we paid thousands of taxpayer dollars to send him to the police academy. We are disappointed he left, as we now have another vacancy in our department that is impossible to fill until next year, Reynolds said. I never thought I'd see the day in America where reality show participation wins out over being a police officer, okay? According to the police department, Raphael was sworn in as an officer August 2025, okay? Now, let me see. Is there a video? This is what the police department said. They said, our police department spent a lot of time training and we paid thousands of taxpayer dollars to send him to the police academy. We are disappointed he left as we now have another vacancy in our department that is impossible to fill until next year. I never thought I'd see the day in America where reality show participation wins over being a police officer. Now, let me say this before we move on. People are also realizing too, these quote unquote career jobs ain't guaranteed to nobody. If COVID didn't teach y'all nothing, it told y'all, if y'all don't follow the rules of the masses, I don't give a damn if you in the military. I don't give a damn if you a pilot. I don't give a damn if you're a police, a doctor, a lawyer, or an Indian chief. If you don't follow the masses, your ass will be fired. I don't know if y'all learned that through COVID, but I learned it. I don't give a damn where you work at. You could have a job where they can say, oh, if you don't, you got to damn near kill somebody to get fired from this job. Not if COVID come. So people, a lot of people, myself included, I'll speak for me. I have completely shifted my idea of these careers because these careers that claim to be so longevity is not. Any chance or any second they get, they will let your ass go. So maybe this brother is thinking like me. And I'm the type of girl, I don't give a damn. Just like y'all don't, I don't. I'm preparing to leave just like you might be preparing to fire me. That's just me. But ultimately, I didn't understand why the police department will go so far out to make a big deal over one cadet. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all graduated tens of people, if not maybe even the hundreds. Why y'all so stressed about the one cadet? That's why I was like, is they sleeping together or something? This give me something a little bit more personal. But ultimately, the boy must have said, to hell with the doggone force. Now, his mama dropped down in the comments. Here she go. And she said this. This is Sean's mom, and the statement made by these officials are disappointing, and they missed a huge opportunity to make a positive impact. They did not spend taxpayer dollars to send him to a full academy. He came with 4 years of experience from Northern California, where he was a sheriff deputy. Oh, Contra Costa County Sheriff Department paid him to attend a full academy. Yes, they spent some time, but they are making statements that do not tell the whole story. Also, I think it's interesting that they say he resigned because he was told to put in for leave before going on the show. And then after arriving in Fiji, his leave was denied. See how them careers be playing with you? I think when the mayor or anyone is speaking on someone, especially something about another person, it is important to share all the facts. I stand with my son. I support him fully, and I do proud of him. I guess she meant to say she is proud of him. See what happened? So apparently it looks like he got picked for the show, probably toward the end of the academy or after the academy. He put in his leave, got on a plane, went to Fiji, and somebody up at the top, one of his supervisors or somebody who was hating, denied his leave. And he probably said, well, I'm already here. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, he's a very handsome man. Toilet paper would put him in how many movies? Toilet paper probably seen this nigga go viral. That nigga toilet paper eyes probably went boing, yoing, yoing, yoing. Toilet paper will make him a millionaire. Now his back might hurt a little bit. His booty might be a little sore. But I tell you what, toilet paper changed that nigga life. If toilet paper don't do it, I'm pretty sure somebody else will. He gonna make more money off the TV than he ever would have made off the force, and he ain't got to get shot at to do it. So I'm with the man. I'm with the man. I'm with the man. I'm with the man. You did the right thing. You made the right decision. And whoever denied your leave was hating on you from the beginning anyway. So it didn't make sense for you to go over there and waste your time. You at the right spot. Go to Love Island and see what the world take you after that. He right. Toilet paper. Listen, toilet paper. Shh. I'm pretty sure he seen that nigga and said, "Who is that?" You know they say toilet paper look long, this big. That's what the boy said. Oh yes he did. Oh yes he did. That's when we found out toilet paper is not in fact the bottom. He's very much a top. Okay. And they say that thing is like a light pole, bitch. I ain't want to know that. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't want to know that about toilet. No, indeed. But now that I know it, I can't unknow it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. At any rate, congratulations to the young man. If you like your booty, stay away from Turlet. But if you want to make it, give him a call. Let's move on. Y'all like the video though. Like the video. For real, for real. If he play like that, baby. If he play like that, he need to go ahead on and let you holler at Turlet. Send his little picture up there. You know what I'm saying? Send his portfolio. Ain't that what they call it? Send your portfolio around there to Turlet Paper Studios. I promise you, you'll get picked up. You'll be called in about 5 minutes. They definitely gonna call you, fat. I know Turlet Paper like the back of my hand. He can't wait to call you. Moving on. Ooh, wait, do I want to do that one first? No. Ooh. Nah, I don't really. Well, yeah, we could do it. Y'all, did y'all see Collateral finish his house? Congratulations on an order for Collateral. Collateral, Mendices. He done finished the crib. And he got the whole family over there. It's beautiful. Go ahead on, Collateral. I'm starting to think Yandy was the problem. Collateral got the whole fam. Look at Collateral.
I need to see this house. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Wait, slow down. Look, it's her first time seeing this house since it was done. Last time she seen it was all wood. Now she can't wait to see her room.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, listen, you see our house.
Yeah, I feel like crying. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
They ought to get that house to the mama, because I know she done been put up for Collateral 50 times so he could build this house. Mama, that's your house, girl. You got your name is all over the girl, your name all over the house. He done put you up for Collateral for all kind of loans, girl.
Yeah, you see the house. See the house for the first time. Look at the floor. Yeah.
All the way through.
Yeah, that's my room right there.
Right here?
That's my office.
Oh.
It's junky. We just moved in yesterday. Come down here, Mom.
Grandma, look, it's the pool.
Got me spinning.
Huh?
It's the pool. It's the pool. It goes all the way to 7 feet.
Wow.
And it look Harris Estate.
What's that? Oh.
Go ahead on.
No, look, Mom, come down here. You see the name on the court, right?
You live bigger than mine.
God had a plan through it all. Now I'm rising, I'm answering the call. Yeah.
Look, this is play palm trees.
How you do this?
Play golf. You get the golf.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the man, he's from Harris Estate. Oh, that is.
Yeah, take a picture of that.
Oh, world, no. Let's go.
One
Wow,
big
it's like
one.
a dream.
You proud of your son? Come on, give me a hug.
I feel like crying. This is. Oh my God. I knew you could do it.
You believed in me? Your whole life, my whole life.
Day one. That's why your name is Mendici.
That's what?
Your name is Mendici.
Quiet as it's kept, Mama. He couldn't do it without you, fat. He literally couldn't do it without you. Congratulations on order for Collateral. You know, I'm starting to think Yandy is the problem. I'm sorry. Collateral been up since he left Yandy. I don't know. Only thing we done seen from Yandy was her on trips, cheating and skeeting. I don't know. And she be on trips with Shamia, and I'm pretty sure she getting tossed up if she with Shamia. Child, I don't know. Congratulations, Collateral, bro. I love that you was able to get a house for your children, because Yandy is not responsible. Let me stop. Congratulations, though. His house is beautiful. It's beautiful. I love buying houses, even though I only bought one in my life. I'm addicted. I love buying houses and moving in and stuff. I don't know. I just love. I think that's just, it's a thing. Like after I bought my house, like 6 months after I bought it, I wanted to buy another one. I wanted to go through the whole process again. I wanted to go look for it. I wanted to go ride around neighborhoods and look at houses and go do walkthroughs and look at the one I wanted. And I love the way it smells, especially a brand new house. When you walk in there and you look at, I like it. I'm weird. I don't know. I like it. I window shop for houses all the time. In my mind, I got a house on the lake. In my mind, I got a house on the hill in Antigua. In my mind, on a big top mountain, I got a house up there with a pool and all of that, and I got one on the beach in my mind. But I'm gonna bring it from my mind to reality one day. At any rate, let's move on. Now, this is something more serious, y'all. Mammograms. I spoke to y'all about mammograms, and I told y'all we need to get back to doing the old school way, with your 2 fingers. You know what I'm saying? Checking, because I'm not no doctor. Please don't let nobody tell you I'm giving you medical advice. I'm just giving y'all some information that I found on the internet. Now, I personally, I'm not speaking to y'all. For me, I don't do the mammograms. Never have, never will. Okay. The reason being is because I don't think that thing smashing my breast is good for me or my breast. I know some of y'all are indoctrinated to believe this is the only way, but what I'm telling you is I will not be getting mammograms. Let me also say this as well. When it comes down to the women getting these mammograms, I have been getting downloads since 2020 that a lot of these women that's coming out of these mammograms with cancer are not really getting cancer. These people are being misdiagnosed or purposely misdiagnosed so that the cancer technology in the field can make more money. Remember, chemotherapy makes trillions upon trillions of dollars every year. Okay? They make a lot of money by diagnosing people with cancer. Okay? Doctors allegedly get kickbacks when they recommend you to go get chemo. So with that being said, I understand what's happening, and I told y'all this. There's going to be something that comes out that's going to tell us and show us that a lot of those women who were diagnosed with breast cancer due to these mammograms did not have the cancer. Watch, it's going to come out because I'm pretty positive. I have 3 people that I knew in my life at one time during that COVID that got cancer. One of them had all 3 of them had breast cancer, and every single one of them were young. Listen, on top of that, y'all know, we're going to get into the vaccines. The vaccines is another thing that was giving people cancer. Turbo cancer, or allegedly turbo cancer. I'm saying all that to say, please make your own decisions. I'm not tongue wrestling with nobody. I'm just giving you the information. But what I'm telling you is this stuff that y'all think y'all know about is nothing of what you think. Everything, the world is a stage. Everything out here is to get you screwed up, okay? Now, let's get into this clear man who's going to give you his perspective, which literally matches with mine. Because I know a lot of times my people like to hear it better from the clear. So let's get into it.
Data has come out about mammography, getting a mammogram, that shows that for every 10,000 people that you give a mammogram to, 8 people will die that would have never had breast cancer from breast cancer. Now, you can justify using a mammogram and say, well, hundreds of people will be saved by getting mammograms preemptively. First off, the Hippocratic Oath says do no harm first. That's doing harm. You're killing 8 people. You're killing 8 people per every 10,000 mammograms. And yes, you're saving hundreds. However, there is a ton of data that actually shows there's a 52% overdiagnosis when using mammography. That means
52% overdiagnosis. Let them tell you what it means.
That we are treating a great deal of people that would have never died of breast cancer in the first place.
Oh, I wish I could rewind this. A 52% of overdiagnosis, which means 52% of people are dying from cancer that would have never died from cancer in the first place. I know what I said. I was there when I said it. Okay.
Just by doing the mammogram. Now, if you want to do a safer way, you have a couple options. You can do ultrasound, which literally is super definitive. And if you found something on mammogram, you would get an ultrasound anyways. Except with ultrasound, there's no radiation. Secondly, you can do a thermogram. Just have them take a heat signature of your breast tissue, and you can actually see if there's metabolic activity, potentially extra blood flow to one of your breasts, and then you get an ultrasound anyways. Why are we getting mammograms and telling women to get mammograms on a yearly basis, especially if they have dense breast tissue, when the radiation from the mammogram can actually cause breast cancer? And they've done long-term studies on this. I actually read a Cochrane review. Data has come out.
Shout out to this clear man. Let me also say this. A lot of the lumps that a lot of us have been found to have, a lot of those lumps aren't cancer. Allegedly. I got to be careful. Allegedly. But if you're dealing with, get me up here because I need y'all to understand what's really taking place here. The healthcare system that you believe has your best interest at heart, sometimes it does. But this is the hard truth. A lot of times it does not. I need all of y'all to catch that T, okay? How you say it, clock that T? How y'all do it? I need all of y'all to clock that T. The healthcare system that you believe has your best interest at heart. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. You cannot go in blindly thinking that everybody in here is here for your greater good. When you understand the business behind the healthcare system, then you know that it's not the case. How many people have been pronounced brain dead that wasn't really dead, that they needed the organs for? We all know this. There's all kinds of malpractice and underhanded and low down stuff that happen in these institutions. But if you tell yourself that these institutions for 100% have your best interest at heart, you'll fall victim to the BS. And unfortunately, this cancer thing is one of those BS's. I'm not saying cancer isn't real, and I'm not saying that chemo is horrible. That's a whole other subject we'll get into another day. What I'm telling you is there's a process that they are using that is not diagnosing people correctly. And this is why the numbers spiked. One of the reasons why, I think one of the major reasons why the cancer numbers spiked after 2020 is because y'all rolled up y'all sleeves and we got that vaccine. But on top of that, the other reason why the cancer numbers have spiked is because of the way that they're treating you and figuring out what the hell is going on. And this is bigger than cancer. It's not just cancer. With all kinds of stuff in the medical history or the medical system. I'm not telling you what to do. And if you believe mammograms are the best, then continue to get mammograms. Only thing I'm asking you to do is just look at all of the information. Just because these people are in a hospital with a white coat does not mean that everything that they're telling you is for your best interest. These people get kickbacks. These people get all kinds of stipends and stuff for your prescriptions. Every time they prescribe you something, they get money for that. Every time they refer you to this, that, and the third, that's a kickback. Every time they say you got cancer, you got this, that's money in their pockets. Now, I'm not saying that all doctors are horrible, but you're not going to tell me that some doctors ain't in there like, bet I need the money. You got cancer. You ready to start chemo? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm so sorry to tell you, in the back of his mind, I got a mortgage to pay. These people about to come take my house. So you don't think a doctor would get in front of you and say, we did the test and you got cancer. Oh my God. Wait a minute. We can start chemo tomorrow. That's how they normally do. They don't even give you a chance to process the diagnoses. They be telling you, we gotta get the chemo right now. I'm just saying. Because we done lost the plot on what the hell going on. We think these people in these positions automatically are good people. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these people in these positions are fucking horrible. They just are. They just look good. They get in these positions. They present well, but they are demons in disguise. This is why it is imperative that you advocate for you. This is why you should know your body better than some doctor in the back on WebMD. And whoever said they trained us to think we're all the same, you are on it. Who that was said that? They trained us 414 how you say, Zuri? You are absolutely right. Remember, they are putting us on the scale and measuring us health-wise against people who are not us. That's why they tell us our blood pressure got to be what, 140 or 120 over 80? That's their blood pressure measurement, not ours. That's why most of us running around here with high blood pressure. And I don't mean in the sickly area of high blood pressure. I mean, according to their numbers, they'll tell us we got high blood pressure because they're measuring us against their health. Yes, using Cabbage Patch Baby stats. Yes, y'all get it. Y'all get it. So please be mindful of that when y'all run into these hospitals for everything. Do not have blind faith in these hospitals. I tell you a real story. God can strike me down if I'm lying. This is a real story. This person that I had knew for a long, long time was diagnosed with cancer. Called me crying. Couldn't believe it. Diagnosed with cancer. Oh my God, my life is over. I told said person, hey, you need to go and get a second opinion. Oh, I don't know. Go get a second opinion. Said person went and got a second opinion, and guess what the second opinion said? They didn't have cancer. That the first test was faulty. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Let's just say that this person I told to get a second opinion didn't go get a second opinion, and let's just say that that person went with the move and was in chemo the next day. God could take my life and my breath and my voice if I'm lying right now. That happened in real life. Yes, she is true. It was a whole false positive. But they wanted her in chemo. It was a Thursday evening. They wanted her in chemo Monday morning. Man, look. You got to be your advocate. If you're not the best advocate for you, you're screwed. You are screwed. And you got to know your body better than any doctor. You ain't got to know medicine. You just got to know your body. Pay attention to your body, okay? Now, moving on. Let me read a couple of super chats. Truthful 42, thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. Says, hey, Vu. Hey, beautiful. How are you? I hope you're doing good today. And thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. Thank you. Hi, Chiefess. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, Auntie Vu. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you, Don. And I love you back, niece. Love you back. And I hope you have a beautiful day with your beautiful hair and your beautiful face. Thank you so much. Hi, Chiefess. Thank you. And Asia the Heat Seeker, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. Says, I can't explain the immediate pending doom I felt after I came home from getting the jab. I went to my dark room and laid there. I felt so wrong. That was your soul. But you know what? Don't blame yourself. A lot of people were misled when it came down to that stuff. That was your soul. And I'm pretty sure you had doubts before you went in there. Because you remember, the subconscious really runs everything, not the conscious. Your soul, the thing that remembers you from lifetimes before. I'm pretty sure if you had that moment after the jab, it was just kind of your soul like sitting with the idea that you went through with it. But don't feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be able to learn and live and learn. Now let's move on. Now I want to get into Little Kim with this whole not tonight bit. Now y'all seen Biggie doing that. The moral of the story is this. You ain't licking this if you ain't hitting this. And I got witnesses. Ask any nigga I've been with. They ain't hitting this till they stick their tongue in this. Y'all know I like Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find Biggie. So Little Kim goes viral. Well, no, she didn't go viral. The song went viral. Let me tell you why the song went viral. Before we get into Biggie doing her dance, can I even find it? Girl, this is the viral dance. Y'all remember this boy?
Is this? You ain't licking this, you ain't sticking this.
And I got witnesses. Y'all remember this going viral? I know I seen it go viral a trillion times. Not only that, I saw Biggie from Baddies doing it too. Let me see if I can pull it up. Y'all get the likes up. Let me show you when Biggie did it, because even when Biggie did it, she went viral. So this brother or this person who was on the internet. Oh, girl, I searched the wrong thing. Oh, that's why it's only going to show me. Anyway, I'm not even searching for it too much. Anyway, this guy went viral on TikTok and all on Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff. And everybody knew about it, right? Well, Little Kim then turned around and her team, y'all know I follow her. Her and her team was on there making a dance to the song. Hold on. So then I saw Lil' Kim after that doing her and her crew making a dance to the song. And I was just like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think nothing of it. Well, it turns out Lil' Kim was in the midst of, is this it? Yeah, this it. This her. You ain't sticking this. This her, this the video I saw that went viral after the boy went viral, right? So I'm like, oh, that's dope. Kim, you know what I'm saying? She on the trend with the rest of the people. Now, first of all, before we get into this, we got to understand the relationship between social media and music right now. Music does not exist right now without social media because we don't listen to the radio no more. I'm going to say it one more time. You have to understand the relationship between music and the social media right now. And the thing is, there is no music on a large scale without social media because we not sitting down listening to the radio no more. Most of our attention is on social media. So what's been happening is, especially on TikTok, if a TikToker finds an old song and he finds a catchy dance or he do something crazy to it, it can go viral on TikTok, which can revive the song. And that has been the relationship between the TikTok and the music industry, especially for old artists. That has been the relationship between social media and old music, because all you need is for somebody to revive your ish on the internet, and it's going to go viral again, and you're going to make new sales. So again, I saw the boy doing his dance. Then I saw Little Kim doing her dance. Then I saw Little Kim go on this talk show and tell the people that basically she the reason why it went viral, because all of her stuff goes viral. Let me see if I can find that clip before we get into the one that he want to show. So Little Kim goes on, I don't know whose show it was. Whose show it was Little Kim was on? Somebody's talk show, and they were asking her about the dance and going viral, and Lil' Kim was like, oh, I always go viral. I know this song went viral, that song went viral. Every time I turn around, I'm going viral. But she never gave credit to the boy right here who literally revived the song by putting the dance with it on TikTok. Now, I'm not foolish. It is Little Kim's song. She is the artist who created the song. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that she should have to share that portion of the music with a TikToker. But the reviving of it, the bringing it back to the internet, I think at the very least, she should have at least given credit to this young man, because if it were not for him on the internet doing this, we would not be replaying the song and putting it back in rotation. So anyway, like I said, Lil' Kim went to this talk show and basically had all the people up there to do the dance as if it was just her. And she didn't give no homage to the guy. And then the guy goes viral for responding because he felt like, dang, bro, you could have at least mentioned me. So let's get into it. It says, who is wrong? Creator of viral TikTok or viral Little Kim Not Tonight challenge says he deserves credit for making the song go viral. Lil' Kim let me down. It says neighbors of social media debate is heating up after the creator behind viral Little Kim Not Tonight challenge called out the rap icon for not acknowledging his role in helping the song trend online. The creator, who goes by Chronic Lover, shared several posts expressing frustration after Little Kim recently appeared on television discussing the challenge and renewed popularity of the track. According to him, the trend has gone global with people from multiple countries, celebrities, and thousands of social media users participating in the dance and lip sync challenge. In one post, he claimed Lil' Kim let him down by not giving him credit for helping bring new attention to the song. He also argued that many people may not fully understand just how widespread the trend became. Despite his disappointment, it does not appear that Lil' Kim has publicly responded to the criticism or cares to, despite thousands of comments asking her to do so. So we're going to get into Kim on here doing the dance. And let me just say this. She says she has her TikTok crew that helped them create the dance. But even the dance they created mimics the dance that the boy did on TikTok. They literally took the boy's trendy dance on TikTok and recreated that. Now, if we understand the way the industry works, all of this equals money. And I'm not saying that he's required to get none, but I think that he would deserve some of this money, especially if y'all done recreated a dance off of a dance that he created. It's one thing to say this your song. I'm here for it. And I'm not asking you for royalties for that bitch going viral again. But if you're going to go and start making new money, you could at least mention me. Damn. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if she should pay him. I don't know if she should compensate him. But damn, you could at least say, shout out to Chronic Lover because my song was dormant, but then he went viral on TikTok. I think that that's the least you could do. But you know what? God don't bless dirty people. How Nene said, you never win when you play dirty. Okay. At the end of the day, it'll cost her much less to acknowledge that boy, and she can gain much more on the other end if she's fair and she's right. I get it. People might feel like this her song, she ain't got to do nothing, and she don't. But at the end of the day, it will be much, much easier on Kim if she just did the right thing and say, hey, this is my song. I do go viral, but this guy, Chronic Lover, is the guy who made this song go viral, at the very least. Anyway, I'm a type of person that rather do the right thing than the wrong thing. Anyway, let's get into Kim and her dancers.
I don't know. It's a blessing, like I said, but the jump off has gone viral. Quiet Storm, the
TikTok's
dance.
all over it.
Exactly.
Little TikTok is now called.
They're all over it. So now, Not Tonight is going viral. So.
Hey. So they're going to come and show us the thing?
Yeah, my gang's here.
Come on, gang. Let's go.
Come on, Kyla, she's the TikTok teacher.
Okay. All right.
So
Let's get up and do some.
Yeah, I'm going to keep in the middle. You guys stay up
Mom and
there.
Dad dancing in the back.
You can do this.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, Tay.
Come on, Tay.
This is not going to be. Yeah, right?
You can just wiggle.
I'm going to wiggle.
Yeah, wiggle.
Come on now.
I got my own business.
Even if you look at the way they doing the dance, they're copying off of the guy who did it first. I'm different, y'all. This is just me. I'm different. It wouldn't have taken nothing. It wouldn't have took nothing away from Kim to just acknowledge the boy. It wouldn't have took nothing. Listen. He already went viral. Everybody has seen the boy doing the dance. It wouldn't have taken anything away from Lil' Kim to just say, you know what? Yeah, I went viral for the Kim dance, but but Chronic Lover was the one who brought it wouldn't have took nothing away from her to do that. See, I find often people who are selfish, these are the people who end up on hamster wheels and wonder why they can never get off. You see what I'm saying? Kim's music hasn't popped since the 90s. Let's really be clear. When she came back from jail, we wasn't checking for that raglan shit. No matter what these fools say, we got it going on. I said, who the fuck is this? Count Chocula, bitch? We wasn't checking for that rag. I did. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm a fan of Kim music. So I did. I know the songs. But I know everybody around me was not checking for that. I just feel like it wouldn't have hurted her nothing to just say, oh, the boy, Chronic. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have took no money out her pocket, no food off her table. It wouldn't have took nothing away from her. But to get on here, because y'all, the clip cuts off, but she says that she's the reason the song went viral. That's not right. That's not right. And people saying he trying to come up off of Kim, I tell you what, if these TikTokers stop dancing to their old ass music, you bitches will never rehear it. Get me up here. If it were not for the internet and the TikTokers recreating new images, new dances to these old songs, 99% of y'all wouldn't know none of the songs. And I know that to be a fact. It's so many songs my daughter done told me about, and all she knows is what she heard off of TikTok from the 90s and the 80s. The only reason they know the music is because of the TikTok. So to act like these TikTokers aren't giving y'all another fucking win to have a new career or extend your career, I think that that's jacked up. I think that that is messed up, and I think that that is dirty. And I tell you what, if Kim don't acknowledge that boy, she thinking that this gonna be the best for her, and I'm telling you now, it's gonna blow up in her face. Watch. It don't cost nobody nothing to be fair. That's all. He ain't asking her to pay him. He just saying, dang, bro, you could at least said I'm over here. Like, dang. That ain't got come up off of her for what? I'm pretty sure when he went viral off that, I'm pretty sure he got a nice little penny. I don't think he need to come up off of Kim. What Kim got to let anybody come up off of? No, I'm a fan of Kim's work. Not Kim. I'm a fan of Kim's work. And I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nobody checking for little Kim. Ain't nobody checking for little Kim. Every time she go viral, it's because people dragging for her. I'm just saying, you got to be careful. This might be your last time going viral because you're so selfish and so worried about me. It could be your last viral video. You see what I'm saying? The universe is working overtime. That's all I'm saying. Again, she don't have to do nothing. Kim is well within her rights to do whatever she want to do. I'm just saying, if it were me, I would have just acknowledged the boy. It ain't gonna take nothing away from him. It ain't gonna take nothing away from her to say, yeah, the boy did whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what the boy says. He says, at Lil Kim not only let me down, but she let the people down as well. I don't think some understand. This trend is global, from South Africa, Australia, Paris, and more. Black people, white people, Chinese people, and etc. have hopped on this trend, not to mention dozens of celebrities. He also says anybody, let me scroll up. And for them to think I'm about to sit up and kiss anybody's ass is insane. I'm with him. I'm a grown man, never been that bitch or been the bitch to need validation from a soul. I kept the trend going for the people. Been peeped the plot. That's new. That news got my last straw. Don't give a F about no tag. So basically, he got frustrated, it sounds like. And I'm on the boy's side. I'm sorry. I'm on the boy's side. I don't think the boy said nothing wrong. I just, y'all be acting like these celebrities is, girl, let's move on. I'm on the boy's side. He ain't asking her to bring him on the show. He just said, damn. What's going to happen when these TikTokers stop reviving y'all old ass careers? Then what y'all going to do? Y'all going to be on here begging for money like Tamar and them? Moving on. I want to get into Boosie in the NFL. So, did y'all see this picture? And let me pull this picture up. So, I guess the new Madden dropped, right? And apparently the guy on the cover of Madden had his nails polished. Y'all know Boosie don't like the stuff that's going on in the community and how it affects the kids. And let me just say this. I'm not a fan of Boosie, but I don't think that he's gay. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, Boosie must be a punk. That's why he's so upset. I don't think that. I'm from the South. I know that they have men, especially in Louisiana, but in the South, period. They got men who just don't like that gay shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he right or wrong, but I don't think he's gay for having his own opinion. Now, his opinion on this is extremely valid, and let me tell you why. Because this is a Madden game cover. This Madden game is sold to children. If you got a football player on the cover with his nails painted, what do you think the little boys who buy the game is going to think? Just a genuine question. What do you think the little boys who buy the Madden game, especially if their hero is on the cover with the nails painted, What do you think the little boys are going to think? I'm going to tell you, they're going to think, oh, it's cool. I can get my nails painted. We already dealing with men walking around with purses. Now we about to have young boys painting their nails. Y'all don't understand the psychology behind advertisement. That's why most of y'all getting y'all feelings and emotions. Oh, Boosie just gay. No. You don't understand the witchcraft right before your eyes. There's a psychology behind advertisement, meaning they don't just put shit together and hope that you like it. They are very strategic on advertisement for the target audience and what result they want from said audience. This is why when it comes to white folks and other Asians and all these other folks, they don't have these type of advertisement on this shit. You don't see this on other people's stuff. Only on our stuff. Only on our stuff. Because we so busy being indoctrinated, thinking that, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It is. Football players in the history of the game, all these sports, have never been so much into all of this nail polish and all of this gay shit. All of this stuff just started happening. By no means am I saying there aren't gay people in the industry or in sports. That's not what I'm saying. All of this feminine shit on men, quote unquote, masculine men, this is witchcraft for you and your children. You don't understand. You so busy caught up with the social media brain, you don't even see what's really happening. I'm on Boosie's side with this one. This some fucked up shit. This some messed up stuff. Because young children who are impressionable, who look up to these people, are gonna see what they're doing and think that it's okay. It's the same thing with the Adrian Broner and Dean shit, with that gay shit they be doing over there on stream. I told y'all in the near future, so-called straight men gonna be doing a whole bunch of gay shit because the internet said it was okay. And nobody bet not. I saw the word homophobia in the chat, and I'm telling you now, I will windmill on anybody because I ain't afraid of nobody gay. Let's really be clear. Y'all done got indoctrinated under this system, and y'all be sounding like robots, NPCs. This ain't got nothing to do with homophobia. This is about messaging and advertisement that is going to make your boys into girls and your girls into fucking little boys. Y'all already up here screaming and hollering, who gonna be the girls? Who gonna be the boys? But yet and still, on the other hand, we promoting children to have boys to watch men with nail polish. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all already, to black women, y'all already on here every day hollering, who gonna be the boys? Who gonna be the boys? But now it's okay for the boys to wear nail polish. Y'all got to start using y'all brain. Y'all, I don't think a lot of y'all use y'all brain. What do you want? You can't have it both ways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You want the boys to remain boys, then this shit y'all need to be hollering and screaming about. If you want the boys to remain boys and you to remain girls, then women, the women who feel like that should be in an uproar. But you know what the problem is? They got y'all brains so tricked out that they got y'all believing that this is okay, but the purse is a problem. Y'all wonder why a lot of these niggas fucking other niggas? And this is only to us. I know everybody in the world buys Madden, but Madden is targeted to us. That's why inside the game, what they play, hip hop. Even the clothes, and I haven't seen a Madden game in 30 years. But when I used to watch Madden from the beginning, it's always been targeted to us. all of the advertisement, everything is targeted at us. So why then would a football player be on the cover with his nails polished? So now when your 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old boy say he want to go to the nail salon with you to get his nails done because he saw it on the thing, then what you gonna say? Take Boosie off the picture. Take Boosie, because y'all want to call him DL. I guess I'm DL too, because I don't like this shit. This is disgusting. You cannot promote this and then be mad at the outcome. You can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really truly don't get us. This is not okay. We have never promoted men to be effeminized the way that we promote it now. Even with the Saucy Santanas going viral all over the world. It's a whole fucking man in a beard with a beard and a wig who looks like a fucking woman. And so many black women, oh, he's so good. It's so weird. And these the same black women hollering, who gonna be the boys? These are children that are being targeted with this game. This is not okay. Let's get into it. It says, Boosie calls out NFL star Caleb Williams for having painted nails on Madden 27 cover. He says, you boys, young boys look up to you, bro. And he goes on to say this. Let's get into what Boosie had to say. He says, fingernails painted on Madden. Young boys look up to you, bro. Shake my head. And he added the boy Caleb. This is an example you set for them. Players should grab your ass in the locker room and call you Carrie every time they see you. You want respect from your teammates and your hands look like they bitch nails at home. Shake my head. Whoever thought you would see this on Madden cover, I feel sorry for these kids. Now, I don't agree with all of that, what he should happen in the locker room. But he's right. I'm talking about as far as with the kids. What about the kids? Because children are the ones looking up to these football players, some grown men, but for the most part, it's children looking up to these football players. What kind of example is he setting for the little boys? The little boys that y'all swear y'all want to be men. He also went on to have another conversation about it. He did a video. Let's get into what he had to say.
Hey, they got a lot of people mad at me right now in the DM. They going off in my DM. Boosie, you gonna be part of the community with us? Nah, bro. I just feel like, they mad because the truth hurts, I come up under Tecmo Bowl. I never thought in a million years that I would see a Madden cover with one of the best players with his fingernails painted.
On top of that, he's a Black American man. What symbolism are they putting out to the world? You got to keep in mind, I tell y'all, people in sports, it's called sports and entertainment. Them contracts that them athletes be signing be the same contracts that the actors and the rappers sign. They have to do whatever the powers that be tells them to do. So you got a black, not a Nigerian, a Black American man on the cover with his nail polish. You know what that tells me? He's their bitch. Yeah. All these niggas in this, they bitches. We tell them what to do. Did y'all remember that video of Robert Kraft? Was it Robert Kraft? No. Who owns the Dallas Cowboys? Talking about how big the dicks of the men are on the field. Put a 3 in the chat. The Cowboys owner, the man who owned the Cowboys, he was caught on a hot mic talking about how big each of the players' dicks was. I'm starting to think they're getting smashed in the butt for these jobs. Jerry Jones, that's his name. Jerry Jones was caught on a hot mic about, ooh, look at him. His dick this big. He's about 9 inches. He's about 12 inches. Yay! I'm starting to think they're bending over for these positions. Because why is he on the doggone thing with the Wakanda pose with his nails polished? Come on, man.
A game that sold to billions of little boys. What kind of message are they sending to these little boys? I never thought in a million years I would see this. As parents, how much do they have to do for us to say that's not right? Us daddies gotta go tell these boys that we got raising them to be men. That's wrong, son. That's for women. And not just daddies. These mothers, single mothers who raising boys to be men. You have to tell your son that's not right. Or in a couple months, he going to play in your fingernail polish.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Next is going to be lipstick on the covers, thongs. Is that enough? Man hiking a ball with a thong in his ass. Is that enough for you to tell your child that it's wrong? That is wrong. See, that's what it's going to next. Lipstick, thong.
Yep.
You know, I never thought I would see this, you know. A game that sold to billions of little boys. You're pushing it. Half of these kids, they're so young, they can't even think for themselves too much.
Yep.
Some of them can, but most of them, they go by what they see. You know, like, what message are they putting on these billions of little boys who buy these games? You know, I'm just asking as a parent to the other parents, when is enough enough? To the daddies who raising men to be boys, the single mothers who on that football field at practice raising that boy to be a man. When is enough enough, man? John Madden turning over in his grave. It's a sad day for Madden.
I'ma just say this. It's one thing to have people who are naturally gay. I know friends I went to school with, boys I went to school with. We knew there was punks in elementary school. Come on now. But that's not what we're dealing with here. What we're dealing with is social engineering of sexuality. I know, and let me tell you, let me make this clear as well, because I want to be clear when I say this. There are people who are born gay. Yes, absolutely. I believe that 1,000,000,000%. They come out the womb gay. That's not who I'm talking about. What I'm telling you is what the system has done is hijack that movement. That group of people who are born gay, they hijacked that group and told them that everybody is gay or born gay just like you. So now that group of people and people who agree with that group of people, whenever they see these gay people popping up, they just assume that it's natural. When a lot of people who are gay in 2026 is not naturally gay. They are being socially engineered and programmed to be gay. I've said this many other times before. They are being influenced and socially programmed to do gay shit, to act gay, and to dress the opposite way. Y'all don't know the power of the media. And it shows. It shows. Right? This is the reason why everybody look alike. Everybody got the same lace front with the same titties and the same ass. That's the power of social media. I think y'all need to really understand, and understand that. That's the power of advertising. That's why everybody got turly teats, stinky breath with pearly white teats. Everybody walking around with dentures in their mouth because of the power of media and social media. But if I say that out loud, I'm wrong. I'm telling you the truth. Watch when the studies come out. They got people who really gay right now, especially the girls. Oh my God. It's so many hoes munching on coochie because their friends did it or because they see it on the internet. Don't even get me started. Y'all don't believe that this is a thing when it is. And this right here is the witchcraft that goes over most of our heads because we get too caught in our emotions to see what's really happening. The advertisers and the powers that work, the people that are in charge of media are doing a great job in changing our minds. Because at the end of the day, 10 years ago, if somebody would have saw that Madden cover, everybody in Black America would have lost their fucking minds. We would have all been windmilling with our head down. But after 10 years of the internet telling you, no, that's homophobic, not everybody is on here going, well, even if you don't like it, you don't want to say it because you're so scared somebody going to label you homophobic. I don't give a fuck what y'all call me. The fuck? Bitch, put a miss in front of it. I don't give a damn what you call me, bitch. Just put a miss in front of it. That's why I can get on here and say what I want. Because I don't give a damn what y'all say about me. But so many people care so much about being labeled that even if you don't agree with it in your head, you scared to come on the internet and say it because somebody gonna say, oh my God, you're homophobic. And you be like, oh my God, no, I'm not. Fuck that. I'm telling you now what's going on. There's a social programming to make people gay, and they doing it through the advertisement, and it is working like a charm. I ain't tongue wrestling with nobody about it. If you feel like I don't like gay people because I said that, then wrestle it out with you in your brain. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Don't care. I see what they doing to our children. I see they got men running around here with clutch bags and purses looking more feminine than the women. And you bitches gonna sit up here and tell me that I'm tripping. I'm home of this and this. Girl, yeah, I'm everything you say I am. Just put a miss in front of it. That's all I require. That's all I require. Put a MISS in front of it or MS period, bitch. Just make sure you put a handle on it, please. Again, this is not to attack nobody's sexuality. I see what they doing to my people, and I don't like it. And I'm with Boosie. Putting that boy on this goddamn internet with this doggone fingernail polish with his hands crossed, gonna have all y'all little boys at the nail shop with y'all. And this is the worst part. A lot of us are single mamas. We not gonna see nothing wrong with it till he get then it's gonna be, oh my God. You know, we very reactionary. So a lot of us raising these sons, we not going to think nothing wrong with it because the other little boy at school got his nails done and the other little boy at school got his nails done. And plus, if I say I don't want my son to get his nails done, y'all going to call me homophobic. So watch what y'all going to be doing at the nail shop with y'all sons like this. Watch. Y'all hoes going to be in the nail shop with y'all little boys. And then y'all gonna go on the internet later on that day and say, who gonna be the boys? Duck ass hoes. Girl, let's move on. Because I'm getting mad. Let's move on. Because then y'all gonna be right back on it. Who gonna be the boys? All of the boys is gay. All of the boys is punks. Who gonna be? That's what y'all gonna be doing. I see y'all do it every day. Every single day. Y'all parade these niggas around here looking like bitches, and then y'all get right back on the same internet and holler, who gonna be the boys? You, bitch. You the new boys. That's why they got women out here talking about how they protecting men. You the new boys. You the new boys. Stop asking who gonna be the new boys. Next time a bitch asks who gonna be the new boys, tell her to go look in the mirror. That's what a boy is. Since you okay with the boys being the girls, then the way nature works, if they become the girls, then you become the boys. So congratulations, nigga bitch. Congratulations, nigga bitch. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Prom. We got to get into prom. We got to get into the prom because that's next up on the docket. I'm just, girl. I just get frustrated, bro. I get frustrated. I really do get frustrated, bro. Like, I want us to have real men walking around here, but I can't be the only one advocating for it. God damn. Shit. I'm tired of seeing these effeminate ass niggas running around here looking more dainty than me. I'm tired of seeing it. Y'all ain't tired of seeing that? Fuck. I feel like I could beat niggas up now. I shouldn't feel like I could beat a nigga. It's so many niggas I done looked up and down like I could take that nigga. It's so many men I done ran across in the back of my mind, and I don't know, maybe if I'm on that liquor, it make me feel it a little hard. It's so many times I see niggas like, man, I could beat that nigga. And I'm 5'4" 3/4. I'm 5'4" 3/4, and every day I run across a nigga I feel like I might could take him. That shouldn't be like that. For real. For real. That should not be like that. I should not be able to say in my mind, I probably could pop that nigga upside the head and he get to crying. That's ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? But this what we raising. This right, dream dog. Don't let me get a couple of margaritas in me. I get to saying I know I can hit. I know I can pop. Girl, let me be sitting down at the bar and them strawberry margaritas. I'm on number 2. And the nigga done came by me acting stupid. I get to telling myself, I know I could get that nigga. I know if I hit that nigga first in the nose, that nigga gonna go to grab the nose, then I can hit him and knee him in the nuts. I be practicing the whole scene in my head. And in my mind, especially with that liquor, I know I could do it. Ain't a bitch or a nigga could tell me I can't. Ain't a bitch or a nigga could tell me I can't in my mind. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. That's the perk. When I was a little girl, I wasn't running around here saying little boys that I could beat up. But now I am, because they more effeminate than the girls. And it's weird. Now let's move on. We need to get to prom, y'all. Get the likes up on the video now. Get the likes up on the video. So prom. This is another thing. I hate this. I feel like this whole Joce is about, I don't like that. But prom. Let's just get into it. This student spent $20,000 on the prom. This needs no introduction. We know why we're here. Let's get into it.
You or your family spend on prom night?
More than $20K. And I don't specifically say the number because I know I missed a lot of things. I didn't know it was that much until I sat there and added.
And for those in the chat who said they're leaving, please don't announce it. Exit stage left. I don't know if y'all know me. Y'all must be new here. If you in the chat and you don't like what I said and you want to leave, don't make an announcement. We don't need the announcement. Just get the fuck on. Yeah. See, I'm not hurting for followers. I don't make no money off of subscribers. So if you in the chat and you feel played by anything I said, instead of making an announcement, get your ugly ass up out of here. Don't just go. Just get the fuck up out of here. We don't need you here. I didn't call you and tell you to log in and log into my live. I didn't text you and say, bitch, I'm going live, get on. Just go. The fuck? Y'all better learn how to agree to disagree. And if you can't agree to disagree, stop making announcements. Just get the hell on. Weird ass niggas. Like, I don't know what y'all be thinking in y'all head. Oh, I'm going to make the announcement, then I'm going to rally up the crew and everybody going to come follow me. Get your ugly ass up out of here, bitch. Say what I said. Let's move on.
Everything up. Like, okay, let me calculate this. Let me calculate that. My mom's not pocket watching. We usually wait for theme first, but ahead of time, we already have in mind we're going all out for prom. In Florida, it's a big theme. We just got to figure out what the theme is so we can figure out how far we're going to go. The biggest expense probably would be dress. So I would say that's the most. It was $8,500.
I don't remember if you had this or not, but did you have like 3 pair of heels?
I had 3 pair of heels. The dress was already made. Everything was done. The last thing we couldn't figure out was jewelry and heels. All 3 heels, we were trying to figure out which one would go with the dress. And the only way we could do that was just to get all 3.
So when the theme came out, we already pre-planned like everything we wanted. Has been something I look forward to since I was a little girl. And honestly, I was just waiting for it to be my turn. It was $4,500 for the dress. We had a 3D castle, horse and carriage, Rolls Royce Maybach, a mansion, butterflies, fairies. We just did it big.
So how much did you or your family spend on prom night?
More than 20K.
So, okay, first of all, she looked good. I mean, $20,000, she ought to look good. The dress is beautiful, I must say. But I find it odd that she said ever since she was a little girl, she's always dreamed of going to prom. And I was a little girl. And I remember I used to wonder how my prom was going to be. But I remember when I was a little girl, I used to dream of my wedding dress. And you know what that tells me? That these little girls are not being raised with the idea of marriage, but yet still a show. A prom. Prom is the goal here now. Not land ownership, business ownership, or hell, even college. Now these little girls are being raised to have the bar at prom. And the mama spending $20,000 on the prom. 3 different pairs of shoes. I know people don't spend $8,500 on their wedding dress. And this little girl got an $8,500 wedding dress. The other one got a $4,500 wedding dress. I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure I can almost put my neck on the chopping board if we were to peel back the layers on how this family lives on a day-to-day basis. I'm pretty sure the mama had to conjure up that 20K. I'm pretty sure they don't have a whole bunch of assets and land and generational wealth. Now, my question is this. I'm not hating on nobody who spent 20K on prom or 10K or 5K or 1K. Girl, do what y'all want to do. But then my question is, do you realize the curse you're putting on your children? And I'm going to tell you about the curse. There's a curse of parents who overspend and overextend on their children while in school. And I'm going to tell you what happens. They spend a whole bunch of money. They make their children look like the best in school, prom, and all that stuff. And then typically those children have the horrible lives after that. I am of the belief, because I don't know this to be a fact, I am of the belief that when parents overextend and overspend on children in school, you're cursing them for the rest of their lives. Everybody think back to your high school and think back to the people who were the most popular, who had the most shoes, the most clothes, and the most everything. And ask yourself, where are they now? I'm going to tell you for me, and no shade to the people I went to school with, but damn near all of them is trash. Damn near all of them is bums. Not all, but damn near. Out of shape, buku churn. The niggas who was popping, they just raggedy. You see what I'm saying? I believe that there's a curse that we put on our children when we overextend. Also, too, what it does to the child psychologically is make them believe, first of all, that they earned this when they didn't. But even if they feel like they earned it, so just a requirement of going to school warrants a $20,000 reward. On top of that, what target are we putting on our children's back? What kind of target do we put on our kids' back when we spend $20,000 for them to go to prom? I'm going to tell you right now, this whole prom thing, that's my generation of parents. I told y'all between 35 and 55. That's that group of parents. That's the ones I told y'all at the beginning of the stream, jacked up in the head. Our brains is fucked up. And what we're doing is competing with each other via our children. It's parents who want to look like they got it. That's why they all putting all of this on social media, spending thousands here and because they want to, in front of their peers, these parents want to seem like they're better than the next parent. So that's why these children are they kind of like catching strays in a good way though. They're catching great strays because now they're receiving the benefits of their parents trying to live vicariously through them, but also try to live above their means. This is all the parents. The kids can't do nothing without the parents writing the check and signing and pulling out the debit card. This is all parents. Yes, narc parents. That's all this is. Narc parents. And they spoil these children, and these children be horrible members of society when you're done with it. Now, as far as the target on the back, I want to share this video from this photographer. about flexing money at the prom. Check this out.
Photographer that just shot a bunch of proms this month, I have to say that I'm not a parent yet, but just being me, I don't think I would want my child flexing as much money as I've seen every single prom send-off do. Every kid at every single prom send-off has had a bankroll of money to flex, the nicest car, bro. I seen somebody with a military grade vehicle pull up to prom, bro. Like, what money do y'all have? And this is not me saying, bro, don't get your money and don't live your life and don't go crazy. But to flex it, like, number one, the kids have made it. Some kids have. There are some entrepreneur kids out here. But most of y'all, I know dang well, y'all parents done paid for all of that. Y'all flexing this money like it's y'all's. On top of that, bro, it's dangerous. Like, parents, I need y'all to think about this. Like, I just know how I think with my kid. My kid is not flexing no money. When I got money when I was going to prom, my people slid it to me, slid it in my pocket. We good. But y'all got them flexing it. Like, do you know how dangerous that is? People know what school they go to. People know where they're going. There are crazy people in that school, like, that follow them on social media and that see all of this. They know somebody got money and they gonna do whatever after. That is real dangerous. This is not to put no bad energy out there, but that's just how crazy this world is, especially my city of Detroit. So I just need y'all to be a little bit more careful when y'all think about these things. I know some people are going to definitely disagree with everything I'm saying, but that's just me. I just want my kids to be safe, and I want y'all to be safe, and I don't want y'all to be flexing all the money, boo, wah, woo, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, as a photographer,
Flexing racks on racks on racks. So then I ran across this little boy, Dion Wiley, who was fatally shot after flexing racks on racks on racks. Teen who went viral for flashing cash on prom night, killed after prom after prom party. It says the family of Dion Wiley, who was fatally shot after gaining viral attention for showing off large amounts of cash and his luxury lifestyle on prom day, has launched a GoFundMe. That always kills me. Has launched a GoFundMe campaign to help cover funeral expenses and honor his memory. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family. He got all this money in his hands, and now after he done went on to glory, his family got to start a GoFundMe. That's why I'm telling you, the poorest of us, this is why them white folks hate you niggas, because they understand even our poor is rich to them. Them white folks, them poor whites can't do this. And this is not a flex, but I'm telling you, our poor is still rich to the poorest white. Okay. And this is why they say we got the biggest spending power, because even when we don't have it, we find ways to get it for stupid shit like this. We will find a way, and we got to sell our ass to get it for stupid shit like this. Now let's get into this young man who lost his life. Prayers out to the family. He don't, the family don't deserve this, but let's get into it.
That's how you coming on me, nigga? Add him up. Nigga lose count around this bitch.
The Dion got that shit on him.
Let me up.
Oh, okay.
That's how you coming on me, nigga?
Honoring Dion Llewellyn Wiley III, and so far they have $27.95. Let's see if we could pull up his GoFundMe. Dion Llewellyn Wiley. Let me see if we can pull up his GoFundMe, see where we at. That was 5 days ago. Dion Wiley GoFundMe. So it's crazy. They had all that money in his hands. It must have been borrowed or something. And then they needed GoFundMe to bury him. Okay, they had $12,000 so far. $12,420. So now all of these people who they had this child flexing all of this money in front of, now those same broke people who were clapping, now they have to help y'all bury this little boy. And again, remember I told y'all, I believe you put a curse on your children when you do this. That literally is what happened. His parents decided that, or whoever is raising this young man, decided that him flashing all of that money was going to be the bee's knees. And it was. It just so happened somebody was in the crowd watching, and they waited for him to get to the after party so that they can take his life. Is it worth this? And again, let's talk about priorities. He had thousands of dollars in his hands, but y'all can't bury him. Priorities. And I it's so odd because if you talk to these parents, they'll cuss me out. Oh, I could do what I want for mine. That's my mother effing child. And if I want to spend do on my motherfucking child, then guess what? I'ma spend do on my motherfucking child because that's mine. And you can't tell me. Okay. Well, now they done boxed his ass up. Now you on here crying, looking for the GoFundMe. But then I'm wrong for saying, girl, fuck you. Put that little nigga in the box and put him in the backyard. I'd be wrong for saying that, though, huh? I'd be wrong. Because I'm just saying, I know my people. I would have got cussed out from here to Timbuktu for telling these people, I don't think what y'all doing is safe. I don't think what y'all doing is right. But I would be wrong after he popped for me to say, put him in the box and bury him in the backyard. Then I would be insensitive and I would be wrong and all voodoo. How dare you, man? Get the fuck out of here. This is the point, Black America. I'm not saying don't spend money on your children. What I am saying is, first of all, anything that you give to your children, make them earn it. You didn't get nothing just because you was you. You had to earn everything you got. And the purpose of that is to make you a constructive and productive citizen in society. So you know that everything ain't just given to you. But when y'all raise children and you give them everything, you're hurting them. You're not helping them. They will not be able to take care of themselves out in society. They typically end up selling drugs or dead or in jail or something, trying to keep up with the facade of love that you gave them through money. I'm not telling you how much to spend on your child. What I'm telling you is y'all are cursing your children when you do this. But rest in peace to the young man. And again, I'm so sick of y'all with these GoFundMes. I wish there was a law that if you was flexing money before you died, you couldn't get no GoFundMe. I swear to God. I swear to God. That'll stop y'all from doing that stupid ass shit. That'll stop y'all from doing that shit. Putting a target on your back all online with stacks of money. Y'all thinking this shit fighting people. Ah! And it's a nigga in the back folding his arms like, yeah, as soon as that nigga get in the car. As soon as that nigga leave from in front of all these people. Woo, woo. That's where we at today, y'all. That is where we're at today. We got to do better. We absolutely have to do better, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Asia the Heat Seeker, thank you so much for being a member. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, 924 Armand. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. I'm sorry. It says, hey boo, glad I could catch a lie. Love you. Hashtag free the summer. Yes, free for the summer. Thank you so much, 924 Armand, for being a member for 5 months. And thank you for all the support. And I love you back. Thank you. Hey, it's Trey. Thank you for the super chat. Says the government already admitted that cancer is a parasite. If you have lumps, your body is doing what it's supposed to do by encasing the parasite. I heard that too. Didn't we bring that up on the channel? Yeah, I heard about that. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate you. Manda Panda 1329. Thank you for the super chat. Says, LOL, I will say this. When I went to the doc and they told me I was bipolar because I slammed doors, and then I feel bad afterwards, but couldn't give me meds because I'm pregnant. Girl, them people gonna find a label for everything that we do so they can give you doggone medication. You should be glad they couldn't give you meds because, girl, they was gonna drug your crazy ass up. Thank you, Manda Panda. They was gonna drug you up, girl, gonna have you up there looking. I've seen people on them drugs with the mental health drugs. I done seen the people on the mental health drugs. They be zombies. Oh, yeah. You should be glad being pregnant saved you. Good. You don't want them people to pump you up with all of that. Hey, Miss Deborah, thank you so much for being a member for 25 months. She says, you are not lying, Vu. My eye doctor said I needed cataract surgery. Went to a specialist and he said I did not need it. It be a money grab. See what I'm saying? Be mindful. Advocate for yourself. Always get a second opinion. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Hey, 2T, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. Says, my daughter-in-law told me my granddaughter teachers were giving kids popsicles to go in the others' bathrooms, sex bathrooms. What? Yes, they removed her. My daughter-in-law told me my granddaughter's teacher were giving kids popsicles to go in the others' bathrooms, sex bathrooms. Oh, my God. Y'all guard your children. Thank you, Hey 2T, for being a member for 2 months. And please talk to these children when they come home from school. Ask them how their day was and what happened at school. I know y'all don't do that no more. Thank you, Hey 2T. Fish and Bread 007. Thank you for the super chat. Says, speak, boo. They want a rainbow world. Yes, because remember, if everybody is gay and we get rid of gender, then the transhumanism thing can come in much easier. Remember, they trying to get rid of humans altogether. They want to just be human. They want it to be AI, robots, and then they want us to be the slaves. So part of that is getting us to be one thing. It's to collide the sexes so we don't know the difference in who is what. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Fish and Bread. Look at Tiff. Thank you so much, beautiful, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and Loving Me. Thank you so much, Loving Me 951, for making it rain. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes.
And thank you for all those nines. Thank you for $99.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says hashtag save our kids. Facts. And we can't do that with emotions. We can't be all into the social media stuff when it comes down to saving our kids. At the end of the day, when I was younger, they had toys that was for boys and they had toys that was for girls. This was for the boys and that was for the girls. Now in 2026, if somebody say that, they homophobic, but it's the truth. Certain things are for boys and certain things are for girls. And we need to get back to that. Period. Thank you, Loving Me. Thank you, Simply Monique, for the super chat. Says, did you all know the Caribbean delineates from each other? Oh, yeah. If a Bahamian has a baby with a Jamaican, they don't classify them as a Bahamian, but yet they want us to fight for them here. F them. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, my baby father is a Honduran. Yeah. He a nigga. Well, he not a nigga. He black, but he's a Honduran. And yes, they delineate every time you turn around. Yay. And not only do they delineate, if a Jamaican moved to another island, the people on the island want to run a Jamaican out of there and vice versa. Oh, girl, I be at the Caribbeans. Please. I know I'm not no Caribbean, but I be over there. I be at the Caribbean every year. I know how they get down. Them Caribbeans, let a Haitian move to the Bahamas. Watch how them Bahamians want his head. I'm telling you what I know. They're very strategic. That's why I say it's one big game and everybody is in on it. Black America got to get smarter. We the ones got to get smarter with this. Thank you so much for the super chat. Kaylee, is that how you say your name? Hold on, I can hardly see. Kyle or KL? I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Thank you for the super chat. Says not even holding a football on the cover. Oh, I ain't even peep that. He sure didn't have a football on the cover, but his nails was painted. But yet I'm homophobic if I bring it out. Yeah, that's deep. Thank you, Kyle or KL. Miasha Rogers, thank you so much for being a member for 24 months. Says all that money and the family didn't even have life insurance. Isn't that the way the world works? Don't they all be like that? Ridiculous. Thank you, boo. Sip, trip, repeat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says for being you, Vu. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now let's get back into the show. Shout out to everybody in the building. Now we got to get into these waxes. Let's get into the waxes. So the vaccines we all know about. Damn, we had 2 hours early. Damn, I talk too much. So the vaccines. All right. We got to get into the vaccines. I'm not a doctor, nor am I telling you what to do. I'm going to just play the videos. Let's do that. Let's start off by just playing the videos, and then I'll give commentary after, because I don't want people to think that I'm telling them what to do and old voodoo trying to get us killed by telling us not to get the vaccine, because I know I love the vaccine. I'm going to just give y'all the videos, child. Let's get into it. 79% of studies confirm vaccines cause autism.
A landmark report finds vaccination is the dominant risk factor for autism spectrum disorder. Here it is. I need an expert on this. That's why Peter McCullough is here, the chief scientific officer at the Wellness Company. Doctor, nice to see you today. This is breaking news just hitting my desk. This is important. Bobby Kennedy has been run through the ringer for this. People have been made fun of. Anybody that questioned vaccines and said autism has no relationship in any way to vaccines. Here's the study, sir. What do you say?
You know, Steve, I'm the senior author on the study. And, you know, the last time the Institute of Medicine visited this was 2 decades ago. And a lot of information is accumulated now, over 130 studies. The vast majority, 79%, indicate the vaccines, in fact, given in combination, are a risk factor for the development of autism spectrum disorder. This is the most comprehensive analysis ever assembled in history. I don't think it's going to be eclipsed anytime soon. This now, I think, will set the stage for some very critical conversations that have to happen about the childhood vaccine schedule.
All right, so it's not cause and effect. Let's be clear. It's not cause and effect, if this, then this, but there is a relationship. It's something people should take seriously. That's what you're telling me.
That's correct. It's considered a risk factor because it's probably easily half or more of autism, you know, has that dependence. Now, there are other factors: older parents, premature delivery, exposures of drugs in utero, and the ones that really turned up to be the big ones were antipsychotics and anti-seizure drugs, not Tylenol. So I think we were given a bit of a misdirection on that press release a month or so ago. It's really heavy-duty drugs during pregnancy that have a relationship. You know, the good news is 12 studies indicate that a child born today who's healthy remains healthier and free of these problems if they take no vaccines.
A landmark report finds.
Let me say this, because I know the internet got y'all loving autism. I know y'all love autism. Y'all get stickers saying proud son of an autistic mom and all of this shit. Y'all love having autism. I'm not saying you personally, but I'm saying when I get on the internet, people love the idea of having autism. I see what I see. Okay. Now, let me just say this, because if I tell y'all this, a lot of people who have children with autism or who have people or family with autism, they get offended. We've been down this road before. Let me just say this. Rather you believe the vaccines cause autism or not, I'll say this. Whenever the vaccines were not as many, whenever they had lesser vaccines, we didn't have no autism. Autism came around when they started adding more vaccines to the schedule. Now your children, your babies, when they get to about 5, they will have had up to 80 different vaccines. How do you know this? Because they're combining 2, 3, and 4 vaccines into one. Do the research. Do your own research. So you see one shot, but your child is really getting 2, 3, and 4 different vaccines in one shot. So let's say your child go get 5 shots. Your child right then could be getting up to 20, if not more, vaccines. Even though they only getting 5 shots, they're combining the vaccines each shot. So I'm going to say this. I'm not wrestling and tongue wrestling with nobody about your autism that you love so much. Y'all love autism. Y'all love it so much that if I tell you that them people giving it to you, you're going to want windmill on me. All I'm going to tell you is this. When I grew up, we ain't had no autism. But that's not true. My uncle was showing signs of autism. Girl, they gave it a name. They took behaviors that they saw people already exhibiting, gave it a name, and then put that vaccine out there and gave you the real shit. That's why autism getting worse and worse. The cases that you see every single day. Y'all don't see the play though. Again, I'm not here to tongue wrestle with y'all who love your vaccines and your autism. All I'm going to tell you is something in the milk ain't clean. Let's get to the next video, because I already know I'm going to get backlash. I don't give a damn.
Let's talk about the Amish.
Yesterday, I drove to Lancaster County. I drove to Amish country. I drove from house to house to house. I actually went to the house of a relative of Gideon King. He's the one person, the only known person in the Amish community who supposedly died from COVID. Now, they say there may be up to 5 people, but I wasn't able to get the names of 5 people. I offered $2,500 reward on Twitter. Hey, give me the names of more than 5 people in Lancaster County who died from COVID. Not a single person was able to name more than one person. They all named Gideon King. I actually went to the house of Sam King, who's a relative of Gideon King, and I talked to Sam. He doesn't know if Gideon actually died from COVID or not. He died in the hospital. They think it was COVID, but maybe he died from the COVID hospital protocols. But let's say that we could name them, and there were 5 Amish people who died. That means the Amish died at a rate 90 times lower than the infection fatality rate of the United States of America. Now, how is that possible? It's possible because the Amish aren't vaccinated, and because the Amish didn't follow a single guideline of the CDC. They did not lock down, they did not mask, they did not social distance, they did not vaccinate, and there were no mandates in the Amish community to get vaccinated. They basically ignored every single guideline that the CDC gave us. And there's no we can't find an autistic kid who was unvaccinated. It's very, very rare in the Amish community, very, very rare. You won't find kids with ADD, with autoimmune disease, with pans, with epilepsy. You just don't find any of these chronic diseases in the Amish. And you know, the US government has been studying the Amish for decades, but there's never been a report out to the public. The reason, of course, is it would show that, if you don't follow our guidelines, you're going to end up healthier. That's why there's no report after decades of studying the Amish. There's no report because the report would be devastating to the narrative. It would show that the CDC has been harming the public for decades. Let's talk about the Amish.
All right. Somebody put in the chat that autism did exist in the 80s and 90s. They just didn't have a name for it. What you said? Autism did exist in the 80s and 90s. It just wasn't as prevalent as it is now. Remember, it is a spectrum. That is witchcraft. Autism did not exist in the 80s and 90s, baby. I was there. Autism did not exist in the 80s and the 90s. I know what y'all new books tell y'all. I know what your Google engine searches tell you, but that is a lie. This I was there physically. That is a lie. I went to school with hundreds of thousands of kids, and we had the special ed classes. None of them had autism. I don't give a damn what your book tell you. I don't give a damn what your college told you. I don't give a damn. I was there. Nobody had autism. Nobody. I was there. You can't tell me I'm born in 83. I'm born in 1983. Nobody had autism. What they did was use behaviors that average people exhibit and put a label on it and called it autism. They did the same thing with ADHD. They said if your child is hyperactive, he got ADD and ADHD, when the whole time children are naturally hyperactive. I'm not tongue wrestling with y'all about it. Continue to get shot up. That's all I got to say. As it pertains to autism in the Amish community, guess who taught the Amish community how to live? Drop down in the chat. You would never guess who taught the Amish community how to live. Drop down in the chat. I want to see who's going to get it. Thank you, Tay Baby. We taught them how to live. Did y'all know that? When the Amish, that group of clears, when they came to America, they sat and lived with Black Americans, as we call ourselves today. But they lived with us and learned how to eat, grow food, stay away from the government. It was us who taught them their way of living. Us. We just got caught up in the cities. Remember, if y'all understand history, they took us out of the rural areas and put us into the cities. That all happened. But prior to that, we were living like the Amish. Not all of us, but there were a group of Black Americans who lived just like the Amish, off the grid, no interaction with the government. Y'all over here, we over here. What happened was the government got rid of them and allowed the Amish to stay. Why is this important? Everything that we're doing today goes against everything we've already done. Get me up here. Everything that Black America windmills for today literally goes against everything we've ever stood for in history. While y'all up here being proud autistic people and all of that shit, we would have never, even with abortions, we would have never been up here twerking, hiding about abortions as women's rights. All of the things that we allowed this system to interrupt our minds with is got us where we are. The Amish only understands how to live because we taught them. But yet and still, we don't live by the same shit we taught them. But I get it. It ain't all our fault. It's partially our fault, but it ain't all our fault. We so busy indoctrinated into the Western world, trying to be in their politics, in their religion, and in their society. Then here we are. Again, you can sit up here and tell me that these vaccines ain't causing this autism, but the Amish community ain't vaccinated and they don't have autism. All you proud autistic people in the chat, riddle me this. If the vaccines ain't related to autism, then why are the people in the Amish community who are not vaccinated, why none of them don't have autism? If that's the case, why don't none of them Amish children have the autism? Let's move to the next video. It was rhetorical. I don't even need an answer. Let's move to the next video, bro.
So this is another study that I will show you from 2008. This was a Swedish study. And they looked at infants after their diphtheria, tetanus, acellular pertussis vaccines, and polio, Hib. So these were babies, and they got the regular vaccines at 3 and 5 months. And then they took some of their blood out and they exposed it to the whooping cough toxin, which is basically what's in the vaccine, okay? And then they looked to see what happened 12 hours later in a genetic level. And what this doctor reported was 33 allergy-related genes were activated, 66 asthma genes were activated, 67 cancer genes were upregulated, and 25 immunological genes were upregulated. Okay, so we're definitely seeing on a genetic level some waking up. Now, whether or not it goes through completely and causes these diseases, no, it doesn't in everybody right then and there. But do we know that unless something comes along and shuts these down, what is the result? We don't know. So this is another study that I will show you from 2008. This was a Swedish study. And they looked at infants after their diphtheria, tetanus, acellular pertussis vaccines, and polio, Hib. So these were babies, and they got the regular vaccines at 3 and 5 months. And then they took some of their blood out and they exposed it to the whooping cough toxin, which is basically what's in the vaccine, okay?
So basically, this lady was talking about the toxins inside of the vaccines. Like I told y'all, do your own research. They literally combine 2, 3, and 4 vaccines into one shot. So you looking at your child receive one shot, but inside the one shot, typically your child is receiving 2, 3, and 4 vaccines. And they'll tell you, oh, this one is for whooping cough, but they don't tell you that inside the whooping cough vaccine, they got this one for polio and this one for that. They fail to mention that to you. This is why I tell y'all who are pro vaccines, I sure hope y'all doing the research on what y'all pumping in y'all bodies. I sure hope y'all are doing the research on this shit. Y'all running around here letting these people pump in your bodies. And this is another thing too. These vaccines could be the reason why a lot of us can't hear our inner voice. why we can't connect to source, why we all jacked up in the mind. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Now I want to play this one from what's his name? Robert Kennedy.
It's with a heavy heart that I'm announcing that the conspiracy theorists were right again. COVID mRNA vaccines caused a litany of injuries, including but not limited to turbo cancer, heart failure, extreme blood clotting. It's with a heavy heart that I'm announcing that the conspiracy theorists were right again. COVID mRNA vaccines caused a litany of injuries, including but not limited to turbo cancer, heart failure, extreme blood clotting.
I've been knew about the blood clotting because I remember the coroners went viral right after the vaccine dropped, and they did a video. Y'all go look it up. I can't remember the name of the movie. There's a documentary from coroners. These are the people who take the dead bodies and they do the flushing out and all of that stuff. They were talking about how they couldn't even complete the embalming process because of all of the blood clots they found in these bodies. And these were bodies of people who allegedly had the vaccine and died from COVID. Who know the name of this documentary? Somebody could drop down in the comments. Somebody said, what is turbo cancer? That means when you get diagnosed, you dead like that. That's why you heard people who ain't never had cancer jump out the window with stage 5. That's turbo cancer. Very, very aggressive. That's all that means. Is that the name of the documentary? I cannot remember the name, but there's a documentary of coroners, people who embalmed dead bodies, and they pulled out the blood clots to show you what they look like. They were this long. They look like worms. The amount of blood clots, they said that they literally couldn't embalm the patients. They had to literally go through and get all the blood clots out so that they can clean the inside of the bodies. So I already knew about the blood clots. That ain't nothing new to me. Now the turbo cancer, I was putting 2 and 2 together because I knew 3 people personally who was diagnosed with cancer during COVID, and all 3 of them bitches had the vaccine. And I don't mean to call them bitches, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff is related. Let's get to Trump. And then we're going to move on from the vaccines. I'm just giving y'all the information. I ain't telling y'all what to do because they got people who are very sensitive about this stuff. Let's get into Trump.
So important to me to see the doctor 4 times or 5 times for a vaccine. Don't let them pump your baby up with the largest pile of stuff you've ever seen in your life going into the delicate little body of a baby, even if it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you just break it up into, I would say 5, but let's say 4 visits to the doctor instead of 1. And certain things I think you should do. We've already taken out and are in the process of taking out mercury and aluminum now. You know what mercury is. You know what aluminum is. Who the hell wants that pumped into a body? And there were rumors about both of them for a long time. But we're having them taken out. We're having them taken out of the vaccines. Hepatitis B, again, that's sexually transmitted. And it's so important to me.
Whether you like Trump or not, if he's on here saying don't pump your babies with vaccines, I think that should be enough said. Because why would this white man get on here and tell you about not pumping your baby with vaccines? But again, some people are indoctrinated to believe that vaccines save lives. So I get that too. Why is all of this important, y'all? All I'm going to tell y'all is this, because I'm not going to beat the dead horse. Please do your research. Instead of just trusting what these people are saying, I would employ every single person to research. Go to Google and find out if they are combining vaccines. I'm telling you they are, but I need you to go see it for your own self. Go to Google and put in our vaccines combined into one, and you'll see it. They'll tell you, oh yeah. Go find the name of a vaccine and then go look up the ingredients inside the vaccine. And what you'll see is not only is it ingredients for what you think you're getting a shot for, they got this in there, that in there. You getting vaccines for shit you didn't even sign up for. I believe, I don't know this to be true, I'm not a doctor. I believe that vaccines are directly related to not only the autism, they directly related to cancer. I believe that they directly related to this HIV everybody got out in America. All these Negroes in these black cities popping up with herpes and HIV. We already know that VAIDS is a real thing. That is the viral acquired immune, or the vaccinated, whatever. It's the AIDS that come from the vaccine. I already did the research on that too, way back when all of this stuff was going on. Remember, I told y'all I went up against a whole system by myself. I had to do a lot of research on this stuff. So I ain't talking out the side of my neck, okay? These people are combining vaccines, and all of a sudden we getting hella sick. I'll just leave it at that. We getting sick. Please do your research. Instead of just saying I'm lying, go look it up. If not, go get shot up with all the vaccines you want. I don't give a damn. I'm just trying to give you the information so that you can make the correct decisions, okay? Y'all, let's move on. Let me read a couple of more super chats, and we about to move on. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Fish and Bread. 007 says, speak, boo. They want a rainbow world. You already know it. You already know it. I think I read that one. Hold on. Let me go down. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Prepare to thrive. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Vu, you are so strong, and I truly appreciate you. Did you get my email? No. Well, what's your email? You got to tell me what the email is. If not, resend it, and I'll look for it when I get off the live. Thank you, beautiful. The Real China Doll, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, most people have insurance on their cell phones and none on their life. Let that marinate. Love you, Vu. Gratitude for all you do. And this is the worst part. You can get life insurance for less $20, $30 a month. And black people tell you they can't afford it. And then to turn around and spend $20,000 on the Prom. Oh, my people, my people. How the book say they will suffer due to a lack of knowledge or perish due to a lack of knowledge. Yeah. The same people who will tell you they can't afford life insurance go spend 20 racks on the Prom. Yep. Thank you, beautiful. Harlem Scholar, thank you for the super chat. Says, don't let these doctors jab your baby with all those vaccines in one visit. Space them out if you're going to vaccinate. We ain't never had so many autistic children in this country. Facts. But they want to rewrite history and make it seem like we have. Girl, that's cap. Thank you, Harlem Scholar. Thank you so much. Robin Thick 23, thank you so much for being a member for 20 months. Says, hold on. They replace ADD with ADHD, then autism. It's a big pharma play. See the witchcraft. Thank you, beautiful. You get it. Thank you. I don't even know if do they still diagnose y'all children with ADD no more, or they just go straight to autism? Because all I've been hearing is autism. My child autistic. That child autistic. Or that child don't want to go to bed. He must be autistic. Or that child don't like to eat dinner. Or he must be autistic. Or that child talking back. Or he must be autistic. Or that child don't go to school. Or he must be autistic. Or that child sit down. Or he must be autistic. Or that child stand up. Oh, everybody autistic. Everywhere you go, all on the internet, everybody got the autism. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, everybody got it's weird. It's scarily weird to me. Every time, girl, you can't pay attention for 5 minutes. Oh, you autistic. Oh no, bitch. Diagnose you, hoe. Don't diagnose me, bitch. Don't put that juju on me. Just because you want to be a mentally retarded person don't mean I do. You got the autism, not me, bitch. I see 30, 40, 50-year-old people. I got ADHD. I'm bipolar. And they be saying this shit like it's lit. I be sitting here thinking, what? You're proudly telling me you're retarded. And I'm not saying that people with these things, but I'm just saying you're proud about having a mental health issue? What? They proud AF of being some sort of mentally ill. That within itself needs to be studied. That's how I know witchcraft is at play. People literally, I'm toxic. And they say this shit like it's cute, like it's fire, like it's an elite club or something. Ooh, woo. I'm scared of y'all. Thank you, Robin Thicke. Harlem Scholar, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Boo, the Amish are right here in Harlem on 147th Street. There are a group of them living amongst us. Oh, they must be half Amish, huh? Thank you, beautiful, for the super chat. Char J, thank you for the super chat. Says, gave us a vax to dummy down the Cabbage Patch level. Ooh, now you spitting. Now you spitting. That's why we run around with autism like them. That's why we run around here talking about we can't have churn like them. Yeah, you right. I'm with you on that one. I am with you when you right. I believe that. That's why we around here mental telling everybody we toxic and we got ADHD and we bipolar. That's why we saying this stuff like it's lit. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Thank you, beautiful. And K1820, thank you for the super chat. Says, Boo, the doctor you showed the other day pertaining to the Cabbage Patch Kids says Gucci Mane is a clone. Girl, all I heard was I told y'all niggas. Girl, I think most black people know Gucci a clone. Even if we don't believe in clones, I think most of us know that ain't something his. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, K1820. Now let's move on. We got to get into Karmelo Anthony in the trial. For y'all who don't know what's going on with Karmelo Anthony, I gave y'all a little bit of a backstory on him. He's the young man in Texas who unalived a little white kid, a big white kid, because they tried to bully him under a tent and basically tell him he needed to leave. All we know is a fight ensued, and basically the white kid, Austin, was killed. He was stabbed by Karmelo Anthony, right? But Karmelo Anthony, in my opinion, was acting in self-defense because he was approached by Austin and his brother and basically bullied. Now, there's an update because Karmelo Anthony was arrested. He did get arrested. He did get bonded out. His family did have a GoFundMe, but they say they didn't even use that money. And then fast forward, now we're at the trial. So this is what I want to explain to y'all, Black America. Before we get into this, please do not get full of your emotions. When you do that, logic goes out of the window. What's happening here is the government, I predicted this last year. I know what I said. I was there when I said it. The government is trying to race bait you. They're going to use real situations to get you in your feelings, to distract you, and to race bait you. I said this last year that I believe they want us to have an all-out race war because that will distract us from waking up. You see what I'm saying? And fighting the world. Because right now, I don't know if y'all know this, Black America, we have a chance to really run this world again. We, Black America, have a chance to take our rightful places at the top where we belong. But if the enemy knows that and we don't, then they have the upper hand. So why is this important? What they'll do is distract us to get us to not wake up so that we can then entertain them and go. It's kind of like when they say, never argue with a fool because I can't tell which is which. That puts us in a situation like that. If we get to going back and forth with them over race relations, then we then abandon our awakening. Now, I do believe that we are very intelligent people and we can walk and chew gum at the same time. So we will be following this trial. But I just want you guys to know that I find it very odd that right after the Mr. Child dude just got off of murdering or unaliving what seems to be a Black American boy, now we're at the trial with Karmelo Anthony, and they're saying that they picked an all-white jury in the state of Texas. Anybody who knows about the state of Texas know that them crackers out there are racist as fuck. I don't give a damn what the social media say. I'm right there from Louisiana next door. Them crackers in Louisiana and Texas are racist as fuck. And it is not up for debate. I don't give a damn if you white and you live in Texas and you not racist. Shut your white ass up because you know good and well what I'm saying is true. They racist AF. So to put this boy on a trial for killing a white boy with an all-white jury, it smells and it gives off to me that they trying to set this boy up for failure. But again, Black America, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. We just got to learn how to bridle our emotions. Meaning, don't get so emotionally charged to where we can't use our heads, okay? Now, I want to get into the jury selection because that just happened yesterday. And we're going to get into what came of that, right? It says, shake my head, 12-person jury selected in Karmelo Anthony murder trial includes no black juror, despite case reportedly being racially charged. 3 black female educators struck because incident occurred on school grounds. Now pause. If I remember the case, this incident did not occur on school grounds. It was at a park. How? Remember, the track meet happened at a track that was away from the school. So how can 3 educators be struck because the incident happened on school grounds when the track meet was away from the school? I know what we talked about it on the channel. Okay, moving on. It says a 12-person jury officially been selected in Karmelo Anthony's murder trial, and no black jurors were chosen to serve on the panel. During jury selection, Anthony's defense objected after prosecutor struck 3 black female potential jurors, arguing they were similarly situated to a white female juror who was not removed. Prosecutors responded that the women were struck because they were educators, not because of their race. Explaining that the case centers around an incident involving school-aged children at a school event. The judge agreed with the prosecution and allowed the strikes. If you recall, Anthony is charged with first-degree murder in 2025, stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf during a track meet. Authorities allege the 2 teens got into an argument over seating in the stands before Anthony allegedly stabbed Metcalf in the chest with a pocket knife. What are your thoughts on this? Let's get into the video.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. Within the last hour, a jury has been chosen to decide the closely watched murder trial of Karmelo Anthony.
More than 500 people were on the list of potential jurors, but the jury will not include anyone who is black, despite this case being racially charged. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joining us now. Alex.
Hey guys, good evening. That's right. And I can tell you that a court spokesperson confirmed that there are indeed no black jurors on this panel. And I can tell you that before this jury panel was seated, the defense objected to 3 black women being struck by the prosecution. Now, the prosecution contended that it was due to the fact that the women were educators, noting that this incident happened at a school function with young students. The defense then pointed out that those were 3 of those were 100% of the available black jurors in what's called the strike zone, adding that the state struck all 3. The judge went out and reviewed their questionnaires and came back and said that the defense's challenge to the 3 jurors being dismissed was denied. The judge said the court found that the state had non-racial means to strike the jurors. Now, background, Karmelo Anthony, 17 at the time, is accused of fatally stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf last year at a Frisco ISD track meet. Anthony was reportedly sitting under a tent for a school that he did not attend. Witnesses say the 2 got into an argument and Anthony stabbed Metcalf in the chest. Metcalf died in his twin brother's arms. Police said that Anthony told them he acted in self-defense. Now, this case has become racially charged, fueled in large part by online speculation, rumors, and misinformation. On Wednesday, attorneys for both sides got an hour and 45 minutes to question the reduced poll of these potential jurors. They were questioned on their views on a variety of topics, including race, how they felt about serving on this case, and if they would hold it against the defendant if he chose not to testify on his own behalf. The defense also tried to gauge if the potential jurors would be uncomfortable giving Anthony a lower sentence if there is a guilty verdict. I talked to a jury consultant about the process so far.
It's an excellent team on both sides. I believe Bill Worski has, he's a veteran prosecutor. He's tried some very high profile cases. And then Toby Shook has been both a prosecutor and a criminal defense attorney. And then Mike Howard is an excellent criminal defense attorney as well. And they, along with the DA, it's going to be a very well tried case.
And I did speak with Allison Richardson before the jury was sat, so I did not have a chance to ask her about these late-breaking developments. Now, this high-profile case continues to draw supporters and spectators to the Collin County Courthouse. We saw another group of folks demonstrating at the entrance of the courthouse this afternoon. We expect that to continue throughout the trial, which the judge hopes to have wrapped up by the end of next week. And I can tell you that 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony was in court today for the proceedings.
I believe that group outside protesting are agents. I don't think they're real, meaning I don't think that's concerned citizens. I think that either the person leading that shit is an agent or all of them agents. I just wanted to add that in.
He was wearing a suit with a tie and a purple shirt, which is also the color many of his supporters have been wearing. He did take some notes during the proceedings. I can also tell you that there does appear to be some minorities on this jury panel. Again, however, none of them are African American. Opening statements begin tomorrow at 9 a.m. Back to you.
Okay, Alex Boyer in Frisco. Thanks.
And a reminder, Fox 4 will bring you extensive coverage of the Karmelo Anthony trial. You can keep up with the latest court developments on Fox 4 News.
And they're definitely going to make sure this is in the media because they need it to get to you. Now, why is this important? I know Texas. I'm not from Texas, but I know Texas. This does not look good for Karmelo Anthony. I'm not trying to put no bad juju out there. As a matter of fact, he's in my prayers. I really do hope that he makes it out of this thing. But I'm telling you now, this does not look good for the state of Texas. If you're not from here, from the South, the dirty South, the deep South, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, you don't understand. Maybe the Carolinas, y'all understand. Tennessee, y'all understand. You see what I'm saying? I don't know about Virginia. Don't get me the line. But if you're not from that deep, deep South, then you don't understand why this is very scary. We've seen this movie before, okay? Now, I do pray that everything works out in Karmelo's favor. I really do believe that the case is literal self-defense. What I'm hoping is that since they tried him under first-degree murder, that he'll get off just for the fact that this isn't a first-degree murder case. Second degree, maybe. First, absolutely not, because first-degree murder implies planning and intent. First-degree murder implies I saw him, I packed my knife because I knew when I see him later, I was going to stab him. And when I saw him, I stabbed him. That's first-degree murder. So what I'm hoping, when I'm praying, is that that technicality within itself would be enough to get this kid off. Because him being the only black person after killing a white kid with a white judge, white jury, and white audience, yeah, I've seen this movie before. I'm just hoping the outcome is a bit different. As it pertains to those people outside protesting, remember, if my logic and my theory is correct that they're trying to race bait us, then they need protesters. And we're not going to just arbitrarily do it by ourselves. They need to get paid actors to come and jumpstart the process. This is why those paid actors will be out there every single day for the trial, because one of these trial days, what's going to happen is something crazy is going to happen that's going to be racial. And then that group, that paid actor group, now real people are going to come and add to it because they're going to think that these people are here protesting when the whole time they're actors, paid actors. They the ones that it's like the riots, I tell y'all. They get the paid actor to throw the first brick so that you can see it and throw the second one. Karmelo Anthony trial is underway. They picked the jury, clear people. Hopefully, these clears are young enough or at least okay enough. Then we know what we're dealing with to where they can at least be fair. Because at the end of the day, from what I read, Austin Metcalf and his brother approached Karmelo Anthony. It wasn't the other way around. Karmelo was sitting under the tent because it was raining, and Austin and his twin brother or brother, whoever he is, went and approached this young man and told him he needed to leave. Even though the tent belonged to the school, the bleachers are still public property. You cannot tell a person where to sit on the bleachers. So in that within itself, Austin Metcalf and his brother is 1,000,000,000% in the wrong. But it's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove. It's not about what's right. It's about what they can say is right. Does that make sense? Yes, she is true. And I've heard that they are known bullies, Austin and his brother. But again, this is a white judge, white jurors, white court. Is that even going to be allowed in the trial? This is why I tell y'all, I don't understand why y'all fight to be in their system. I don't know when we going to wake up to create our own system and get up out of their shit. But fighting to be in their system, we going to continue to be put up to situations just like this. Now, I want to piggyback off of this and go to Mr. Child. Where that thing at? Now, this is supposed to be the little kid in South Carolina who was unalived by Mr. Child. His name is Cyrus Carmack Belton. This is supposed to be the little kid. Is he biracial? What is this kid? Because I know Black Americans, y'all be ready to jump out the window for anybody. All they got to do is see the headline say black and everybody jump out the window. Who is this little kid? I never looked into the situation. And I'm only bringing it here because I'm piggybacking off of them trying to rage bait us, okay? Now, this kid was apparently killed by this clerk owner at a gas station who's Asian. It says South Carolina store owner Rick Child was acquitted of murder after shooting 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton in the back during a 130-yard chase over suspected water theft. The teen had a loaded gun, but prosecutors argued it had already fallen before Child fired, while the defense claimed he acted to protect his son. If that little boy had a gun, then it is what it is. And I don't know why y'all over here trying to violate Highland, talking about protesting and all that. If that little boy went in that store with a gun and he stole the water, I don't understand what the problem is. A judge had previously denied Child immunity, understand your ground, and deemed him a danger to the community. Yet after 3 years in jail, the jury acquitted him following 8 hours of deliberation on June 1st, 2026. Let me ask y'all something. Did this little boy come in there with a gun? Did this little boy come in there with a gun? That's all I want to know. I didn't watch the video. Matter of fact, they got footage right here.
That needs to put on the ice cream check. Yep.
Why does this remind me of the movie? Minister Society, is it? Yeah, when they was and she was saying, hurry up and buy.
You have one in your pocket. You have one in your pocket. One in your pocket. Yeah. I don't have no water in my pocket. I don't got no water in my pocket, but I'll show you water. No, and then it's down. Take this. Take it in the box. Go up.
So they left the store so other people could steal? Because that's what I would have been doing. Anyways, because that's not a laughing matter. Apparently, he spent 3 years in jail, and then they let him out after he went to trial. I guess the jury deliberated for 8 hours and said that they found him not guilty. Black America, this ain't our first rodeo. This is not our first rodeo. Y'all already know this Asian man was not about to get even if he was found guilty, he was not about to get no hard time off of killing no black kid. Now, why is this important? Ever since that happened, I've been seeing a lot of black people on the internet talking about protesting, right? Then I seen this fake ass China Mac looking ass Asian dude on here upset because the black people were talking about, not only that, I saw that they messed up that man restaurant, his store. Hold on. Let me back it up. Look. They tore his store up too after that. So they tore the store up. The people that came around there tore the store up. I did see another video of the girl. They had the police out there making sure nobody didn't come in and mess their stuff up. I thought I saw that video. I don't see it. These are all the courtroom stuff. But yeah, they had police out there holding down the fort, making sure that this man didn't get harmed. Obviously, this is what they do. Remember, this is their system, not ours, okay? Now, ever since that happened, this Asian dude came on the internet to start another race riot. Here he go, and this is what he have to say.
I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais. Wait,
he going fast. He taking me fast. I'm here for getting rid of all of the stuff he said at first. Let's go back.
I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well.
Yes, dry cleaners, laundromats, takeout, and liquor stores. I'm here for it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I'm here for it. Let him finish.
Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps.
You manufacture them. You don't, just because y'all in a sweatshop up in China making the shoes, don't mean y'all are the people who created the shoes. Because see, him saying get rid of Jordans, that really threw me. Because you motherfuckers ain't nothing but a bunch of work cows. Y'all a bunch of Cabbage Patch Kid ass work cows. So because they got y'all in factories over there sewing up tennis shoes, don't mean y'all the ones creating them. But let me let them go through.
Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the.
We created that. Asians didn't create none of this shit he naming. That's what pissed me off about these people.
Black culture and hip hop culture. We think that's made. That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are not neighborhoods. We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please boycott Asian business. I'm all for it. So
that he said that. Hold on. He had another video. Because Because he was mad because the people was going around saying they're gonna boycott the Asian businesses. Hold on, there's more.
People and play victim again. Let me just say this. For all those Asian-owned businesses, the incident what happened with South Carolina with Mr. Chow, please be on guard because it's just like the pandemic all over again. They're gonna target Asian people and play victim again about how they were slaves for 400 freaking years. So please, Asian-owned businesses, Asian people in general, please stay safe, please stay alert, and treat them like it was COVID. Stay 6 feet away from them.
He said, treat them like it's COVID and stay 6 feet away. I'm here for it. I agree with him. I think that they should take their businesses. Because let me tell you something, Black America. These Asians done lost their minds. They forgot that we pay their bills because we do. The white folks ain't paying their bills. We pay their bills. I guarantee you this. Do a 30-day boycott on all Asian businesses and see how it goes. Black America. I bet you I put my neck on a chopping board. If you did it, we ain't even got to do all. Pick one. We could pick the nail shop. We could pick the damn, the liquor store. Now, I don't know about the liquor store. Niggas ain't gonna get off the liquor. But we could pick the nail shop or we could pick the damn Chinese store where they sell that nasty ass food that they don't eat. I can guarantee you if we did a 30-day boycott, it would completely economically shut them down. I know this to be a fact. But they done got high off the witchcraft too. In his mind, they don't need us. Their whole market is programmed towards us. The only reason the white folks eat that shit is because we eat it. The only reason the white folks buy from y'all is because we buy from y'all. And the only reason we buy from y'all is because the government shut down all our businesses and put y'all in place of us. I'm here for boycotting. I'm here for it. I am definitely here for it because I'm ready for all of these fuckers to get up out of here, to be completely honest. I just find it odd that this Asian dude want to try to flip the script and now it's going to be they're going to, you know what they're going to go to now, right? They're going to go to, we need another bill because the blacks are going to attack us. We didn't attack y'all the first time. It was a cracker who went in that nail shop. I'm sorry. That salon where they was out there selling pussy. It was a cracker who went in there and unalived all of y'all. It wasn't us. But in order to put us as the face of this is what they do. This is what they do. In order to make us the face of the problem, now he's going to make it seem like it's black people that the Asians need to be afraid of. I tell you what, they won't be that afraid. I bet you they won't shut their stores down. I bet you they won't. If they doing so well with the cracker, why they don't just pack up all their shit and get up out of our neighborhoods? I'm all for calling they bluff. And I get my nails done twice a month. I'm all for calling they bluff. I don't give a fuck. I got a whole setup outside by myself. I'll do my own nails again. I'm all for it. I just feel like we got to be real this time. These Asians, and it's bigger than the boycott. The boycott is the smallest part of this thing. Now they're about to put the target on Black Americans back as if we're the problem. Mind you, an Asian dude shot and killed a boy. But now they're going to flip it and make it seem like we the problem. Y'all see why I was pissed off when Ryan Coogler had him in that goddamn movie? Because what has happened is they have gotten so comfortable in the positions that they are in that they forgot that there are still guests in this shit. He think because the sweatshops out in China are the ones manufacturing by and large all of these baseball caps and tennis shoes, that if they shut down their sweatshops, we would die. No, the reason why all of that is out there and based out in China is because they shut down us doing it here for ourselves. Y'all not doing that shit because we incapable. Y'all doing that shit because the government don't want us doing it for ourselves. But this is all about a part of rage and race baiting, y'all. That's what this is all about. Now, I'm pretty sure a new pandemic is coming up soon. I've been said that, but now that we got the Asians joining the chat, there's gonna be another Stop Asian Hate bill, and any nigga that curse out an Asian or look at an Asian funny, you're going to jail. You already know what's coming up. Any nigga, if you look at an Asian wrong, you're going to jail, or he'll have the right to accost you, or whatever the case may be. They want a big ass race war. That's what they want. And the worst part is, whoever we get into it with, whatever race we get into it with, we're not going to be fighting them. We're going to be fighting the government. The government is trying to race bait us and rage bait us. Yeah, they want to make us so mad. That they want to get us off our rocker. So number one, we could get off of our awakening. And they want us to be into the BS and all of this. I'm going to say this. I'm not giving this shit my energy like that. I will keep my ears to the street. If y'all want to boycott, I'm here for the boycott. I will jump in the boycott. But all of that getting out there with picket signs, hell no, I'm not doing that. I see the play. And no, I don't want nobody to hear, but Vu, you gotta, I will do my best to say whatever I can from behind the screen. But if you want me to give my energy that I'm using to better myself and my people to them Asians and one little boy, I'm not doing it. I see what they doing. I see what they doing, y'all. And if you don't understand it, just say that. I see the play. They trying to play with us, y'all. They trying to play with us. They trying to get us all riled up. That's why that Asian boy is on Twitter right now going viral. It's kind of like somebody keep hitting you and you just not hitting them back. And they keep hitting you, waiting for you to. That's what they're doing. And that's all they doing. I see the play. With that being said, we'll keep our eye on the Karmelo Anthony situation. And as far as this Mr. Child thing, we had to know that Asian man wasn't about to get no time for killing no nigga. When in history has an Asian ever got time for killing a nigga? But again, until we make our own systems and get up out of theirs, we will continue to be subjected to their rules and their dominions. We can get mad about it all we want. We've been doing that shit since the 60s and beyond. Until we do something about it, we're going to continue to be in the same space. But my people still trying to fight for a seat at their table. So here we are. Instead of us creating our own table, we still windmilling and on each other about voters' rights so that we can sit at theirs. I ain't about to lose no sleep over this shit because I see the play. Okay. Now, I'm going to read the rest of these super chats and I'm getting up out of here. The Real China Doll, thank you so much for the super chat, says they need our energy for it to work. Exactly. That's why that Asian boy just went viral. And if you go on TikTok and other places, you'll see it. You'll see the people talking about it, talking about the boycotting and all that stuff. And I think that we can do that. I think that we can walk and chew gum at the same time. But I think what's going to happen is the mass majority of us are not emotionally mature enough to be able to do that. So what's going to happen is we're going to get so sucked into this Stop Asian, whatever they about to come up with, that we're going to forget the plot and what we're here for and what we're doing. And that's what I'm afraid of. They need our energy. And most of us are walking around here as followers. So most of us are going to give it to them. So I don't know. With that being said, though, I'm about to hop up off of here. We had 2 hours and 52 minutes. I did not plan to be on here that long. I'll catch y'all tomorrow on the next one. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and go ahead on and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload or go live. Love and Hip Hop coming later on. And if I have time, I'll probably go live. If not, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Love y'all down. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy, for your boy, also for your boy, fix it for your boy, drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk. Who would have voted all this?
The nigga you just had up here.